Why is this thing not opening? Hey Queen, how are you, love? Every time I try to go on this thing, I don't know what's going on. But did I say go live yet? Go live. Oof. Live. How are you? Hey Bella. Hey Fatima. How y'all doing today? Comments private. No, it open. This says live, but I don't see anything. Why is it I can't see me on here? There's so many different programs we got going on here. Trying to learn them all can be really mentally exhausting. Wonder why I can't see myself on. Oh well. I'm not fighting with it today. I'm sorry. I'm not fighting with this thing today. I'm sorry. Hey, T. Hey, Anza. I want to talk to y'all about a lot of the mental abuse that the girls are going through. And of course, a lot of times we suffer in silence because there's so much stuff we get to deal with on so many levels. And there's so much, the mental abuse is crazy. The mental abuse is crazy. With this light a little bit, and I think a lot of us are going through a lot, especially suffering in silence. And it's almost as if, it's almost, hello, known to you. It's almost as if we're just target for people's pain. And it's like, you get to the point where it's like, where do we get to the point where people start seeing us as real people and treating us like a human being? Right. So it's like, I mean, the toxic masculinity to try to mentally abuse you as if they don't realize all the stuff you're going through already, but then they try to take you through even more stuff. It's almost as if they're purposely trying to destroy us. And I wanted to share this with you because I wanted to see if y'all was going through what I be going through. I'm like, do y'all really be trying to destroy us? Like you come across as a friend, but yet still you come into it's like inviting drinking poison by somebody that said I'm your friend. So it's like crazy. And this is the part where the girls start feeling like they want to get high all the time. They want to do something to themselves, or they start suffering in silence. And then when they try to talk to the other girls, they always getting judged. So a lot of times girls don't want to speak up about it because they feel like the other girls gonna be talking about, well, you're having a problem with your transition. You know what I mean? We we become it. We become very cis nature and start attacking our sisters. It's like mentally exhausting. And I want to see if anybody else was going through this. I want to see if anybody else is going through this stuff because this is a lot of mental abuse, and you have to be super duper strong. And some days you can't. Some days you aren't super strong, especially if you're on them hormones, because them hormones take you to another level, and then the men take you to another level. And I just want to see if anybody else is going through it. I'm not gonna be here long. I just want to talk to y'all for a few seconds, especially since I haven't done any deaths, so which is good, which I hate to bring up, because when I do deaths, somebody's always ends up getting murdered. As a two spirit, I believe we are mirrors to people, as I believe because we are forced to grow on every level, explaining that when people face us, we are just on their demons and their spirits. That spirit in there rises and tackle it. Right, I get exactly my point. I'm with you. I'm with you, Fatima. But you know, Fatima, it's like so many different levels of abuse. It's like, and I agree with you. It's just it's way more than that. It's like, well, since I see they can handle this, let's hit them with something else. Or they handle this, let me hit them with. It's like, when do this abuse stop? And it gets to a point where you becoming more or less of who you started out and becoming something as far as more, either you become more victim or you become more submissive as far as taking the pain and dealing with it, or you become more aggressive. That means you're ready to attack back. Because even if you hit a dog long enough, it's gonna bite you. I'm not saying we dogs, but at the end of the day, I start to wonder so many times like how much abuse. And the reason why we get abused is because they use the word love. I'm the allies, and them allies be the one. These allies be the one. They be getting us killed. They be getting us murdered. These gay men be getting us murdered. They be getting us killed. And at the end of the day, they come across as friends. And we got a whole bunch of copycat murders and stuff like that be happening to us. And it's somebody behind the scenes that's done try to get us hurt and harm. At this point, is really played out for guys as humans just like us. You guys are no different, but sexual wise, but they don't get that. Just how I feel. No, but it's just so many. It's so many levels of abuse, and I'm not trying to compare pain, Bella. I'm not trying to compare pain. I just feel as though when you are a person, and I get it because I understand cisgender women go through the same thing. We get it, and I'm not trying to take away from that. But the thing about it is that, hey, Letty Babe, the thing about it is that I'm not going to make a comparison because you can't. I'm not going to compare. I don't want to compare anybody's pain because everybody's pain is different or any individual. So I'm not going to compare with a woman or a two spirit woman and stuff like that. But I'm just talking about the base of the men, and I understand that with me, when it comes down to it, I'm not perfect, and I fall short many times. But to me, I take it personal when you making a date just to hurt me. Hey, Crystal, you make a date just to hurt me. And the thing about it is that we're being introduced at something so negative, and we're being played as if it's a toy. And I do get it that a lot of women go through this type of issue as well. And I get that. Trust me, I do. I watch the whole thing because I basically watch what they do to females, and I follow over with it our way. But the abuse is overwhelming. It's overwhelming. And I understand I always say when you become, what's that thing they call women, a black angry, B word. When you get there, you transition. You made it to the other side. But the problem is with me is that I'm gonna need somebody to put some money in my books. In short words, if there's a PayPal up there, I'm gonna need somebody to put some money in my books. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna need somebody to put some money in my books. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I'm gonna need somebody to put some money in my books. Hey, Kenny. Hey, Raven, back at it again. Thank you, Kenny. I just said because it's like I think sometimes with me, I think I want a little bit of sympathy because I feel like, and I know I'm wrong for that, for wanting sympathy, but to me, I feel like if you kind of know that I'm doing something that you couldn't do, then why would you come at me to abuse me too? You know what I mean? And I'm like, the thing about it is that there are other people out here you can go after. I'm selfish. I don't want you just abuse me. Pick somebody else. I don't want it. I don't want you to abuse me. Hey, no, we are isolated and starved of love. That's true, Fatima. And they use it against us and feed off that energy, lack of form of entertainment. It's true. It's true, Fatima. But I think the problem with me was I saw, I went to sleep and I saw this video. I don't know how I got on my timeline, but it was like black women was saying how men treat them. And I was listening to what men said. Now the men was like, well, we got to take care of mommy issues and all this stuff like that. Both had like both had a legit reason, but everybody reason does not go for every single person. You know what I mean? So I understand when the men get their side of the story, it's because of what they've been through, and what the girls get their side of the story, that's what they've been through. And then there's always the token black girl who just takes up for the black man, and then there's the black man that'll sit back and, defend the black girl. It's just a mess. Now, they know that, Kenny. No, we all need most definitely God showing the signs evolving. They are lucky they're even entertaining the lowest. That's true, Fatima. I think we have a lot of abuse because they look at us. Unless that's true. That's true, Cream. But the thing about it is when we meet toxic men, because most times, I hate to say this, but when guys come with us, sometimes it's like, well, since I can't find a girl, I'll go down to the bottom of the barrel and pick up one of them until I can find another girl. You know what I mean? Till I can find a cis woman. So I mess with one of them until I find me a cis woman. So at the time of the day, he's not planning on sticking around, but he's going to let you believe that's why he's there to stick around. And then he's taking you through all these changes and mental abuse, and it's kiki and he's laughing. And he's telling his boys how stupid you are. Here it is, you all in love. He's all for the game because he felt as though he couldn't find a cisgender woman. And he felt as though that there was some girls that was so pretty, that was two-spirit, that he felt as though if she was a cis woman, he would never be able to pull her. But since she's a two-spirit woman, he could finally have the girl he wants until he could find the girl he really wants. It's just crazy. The abuse is just crazy. I think we have a lot of abuse because they look at me. They're very true. Like we are the last. Yeah, we're the last resort. Exactly, like it's like, well, since I can't find a beautiful girl, I'll just mess with one of them, and I'll make them believe that I really want them. It's kind of like a baseball game, and then everybody gets picked, and they're like, oh, and the last person don't get picked because nobody really want them. If that makes sense, and say, okay, well, you get on my team, like, and a person knows you really don't want them, but they have to play the game as if it's like 100%. But I'm broken playing, but I'm not going to be accepted exactly after the toxic done. Yeah, exactly, Bella. Black men do this to cis women also. They treat them yeah, I get it. I'm not comparing cis women with us because I know their pain is even worse. To me, it's worse to cis women than us, my personal opinion, only because, only because, and I'm not saying every, but cis women can bear children. And to me, I always take that personal only because if a man stops a woman on the street and sells to the store and knock her up and give her a baby and he leaves her to raise his child by herself. Now he makes a whole new other family and he done left her there to raise that kid by herself. Now she could just be able to make it herself. Now she got to raise a baby. And babies get sick, baby need medicine. It's so much stuff that they got to go through. So I'm not. I think women get it one worse, and we know women get murdered, they get killed, they get a lot of things done to us that we get done, and I share that with y'all too. The reason why they kill us, because they feel as though they can get a pass for doing it. And even though I still say this, we do as a Two Spirit community, we do stories on our sisters being murdered. A lot of black women get murdered. A lot of women don't care. And that's the one thing I noticed with cis women. A lot of cis women will take up for that black man, even though she knows that other girls do things, that she should be murdered. But for some reason, that black woman will stick behind that man. Same way with Megan Thee Stallion and Tory. Like, this is crazy. A cycle of abuse, that's true. The right, that's why I don't talk to men who talk down the system because I believe that, yeah, they kill us because they kill them. It's the truth. And it's the thing of you have to bow down to me because I'm the man. And if you don't do what I say do, I'm going to beat you up. And the thing about it is, let's talk about what it really, and the most reason why a woman don't leave a man is because of his dick game. His dick game. He beat her up with the meat between his legs. And if he beat her up real good, and then the guys be like, I don't understand why you still staying with dude, he beat you. She don't want to say it because his dick game. Instead of just leaving him because of that, she don't want to leave because of that. He mentally take a body and take a mind at the same time over sex. And he do. And she won't leave. And she refused to tell. I was telling this other dude, he was like, my sister be going through it. And I was like, I'm telling you, hi Deshaun, how are you? And I told him, he said, my sister won't leave. He said, I keep telling my sister to leave this dude, but she don't want to leave. I said, because she don't want to tell you it's because of the sex. Because if she tells you it's because of the sex, she's gonna look like a fool to you. And the thing about it is, when I was working at the job, this guy said the same thing. He was dealing with this girl. He was abusing her mentally. And he said he would use sex to keep her there. And when a woman gets tired of it, she gets tired. But a lot of times, that's why they stay. Nobody talks about that part, but I know that's why they stay. All she got to do is leave. Yes, it's easy to say do. But a lot of times, we can't just do what we're supposed to do. We know what we're supposed to do. It's like being thirsty and drinking the water. We know just drink the water, but we don't do it. It's easy to say, some of us black women will stay there for the needs. Yeah, some stay for financial reasons. It's not set in stone. Every girl stays for different reasons. But a lot of times, that's what it really gets down to. And financial, because if he got her to a situation where she can't make money, he pulls away, because you can abuse somebody a lot when you could pull them away from everybody. You pull them away from their family, pull them away from their friends, and you say, just you and me, babe, just you. That's when you can abuse her more because you isolated her from everything. I don't care about any man, his game, but somebody, yeah, why can't they be friends? Because when the heart is involved, it's not that easy to leave. We all know what we're supposed to do. I'm a victim of that. I'm sure y'all have been a victim of that. We know what we're supposed to do, but we don't follow through and do it. It's easy to say what you should do. We all been victims of that. We know we're supposed to leave. We didn't leave. We didn't leave. We know we're supposed to leave. Hey, gang, how are you, love? Hey, auntie. Easy said, that's true. Exactly. I know many times I'm supposed to, I don't leave. And if you had abusive parents that abuse you, you don't leave because you already been conditioned that is not that bad. And it could be that bad to somebody else who haven't been abused, but to you it's not that bad because you're used to it. You've been trained on it. It's nothing to do with sex. It's just basically pure independence of you could. That's your opinion, George. All due respect, that's your opinion. It has a lot to do with sex. That's your opinion. It has a lot to do with sex because I know within me, I know a lot of times that I was in a relationship and I knew that the sex game was great, and I was in a very abusive relationship and I didn't leave. I know I was supposed to leave, but I didn't leave. And it's the reason why people don't, if when people don't understand it, they're not going to say this. There's a code to this stuff, and the reason why people don't say it is because it's a mind control. Thank you, Bella. It's a mind control. There's different ways of mind control. There's different ways of doing things with people. It's financial pulling away. It's a sex game. If y'all honestly don't believe sex have a lot to do with a lot of times people don't leave, thank you, XB. It is. It's not that easy. People think that you can just because you know what you're supposed to do. We all been at that part when we knew what we supposed to do. We just didn't do it. We know we supposed to do. We get that moment of silence. We don't want to share it because it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to say, you know, they'll push you against the wall, especially if he's a bad guy and we know he ain't no good for us. He already know what works because he tried it before. He laughs behind the scene. This guy I know that was in prison told me what they think about when they're in prison, that when they plot on the girls that they're going to get, they look for the girl that has low self-esteem. They look for the two-spirit women. They look for they look for people that don't think much about themselves. And when people don't think much about themselves, you are a target for abuse. And before you could figure it out, they already got your heart. And even though you may know what you're supposed to do, we don't do it. Some men do that because it turns them up. That's true, Dejan. Love can be addiction. It's all most people don't know. It's true. Gang, it's so true. And the thing about it is we know what we're supposed to do, but we don't do it. Especially if you have been abused mentally by your parents. Those traits carry over. And it's not set in stone. Like I said before, nothing is set in stone. Like it just goes this way. It goes no. There are so many different levels of abuse. It's so many different levels. It's so many different levels. And the thing about it is we all can't leave because we supposedly. It's not that easy. Some people sitting in situations they know they should have been left years ago. They can't leave. It's hard to leave. And then when you think about leaving, you like, if I start over, what about this person? Because now you're taking on a whole nother personality, everything they've been through, all the struggles they've been through, all the hurt they've been through. Now you got to go through it all over again. It's crazy. I think me and Lady Baby talking about this before, that sometimes you get blessed when a man leaves you versus you leave him. Sometimes a man will leave you because he knows he'll get tired of hurting you because you won't wake up. I always say that, or I say, well, God will put something in him to make him leave you because you can't leave yourself. Sometimes we can't leave people we're in love with. That's why sometimes men can cheat on a woman, have a whole new family, and do a whole bunch of things, and she won't leave because she's too in love with him. She's too invested. Sometimes a man will leave because he gets tired of hurting her. He's like, I'm gonna leave you because I'm just gonna keep hurting you. I can't stop it. It's an addiction. And he may have mommy issues, maybe had daddy issues. And when I was watching this thing last night, it was about these guys were talking about a lot of times it was about, I think, daddy issues. Girls look for their dads. Girls look for their, hey Hakeem, girls look for their dads in their boyfriends. And boys look for their mom and the girlfriend. It's not set in stone. Everybody looks at things differently, but it's not set in stone because everybody's different. Maybe we can meet in the middle. My mom told me she's divorced my dad because we was physically abused and she and he had bad digging. Well, see, the thing about it is that's your mom, and that's all due respect. But she's speaking out of feelings, and if that's her story, I'm not going to take away from it. But if the dick game was so bad, then why was she still there with him? See, when a person speak off their feelings, they're going to say mean things. I can say mean things to you because it's in my feelings, but it's not because that's how I feel. But at that time, I feel like I need to say this. There are a lot of women who say men got a little this, and when they're in their feelings, they're going to say a lot. I've never saw people who break up and say, well, they were the best thing I ever had, but I had to get rid of them. Compliments. You are getting insulted. You're having a fist fight, but just don't hit me in my face. You're having a fist fight. You're going to get hit in the face. It's not going to be like a rule. It is a fight. But anyway, it is what it is. George. And that's the world we live in. For some reason, the rules go out. It's another thing that I saw. This girl was saying that she got spooked. She got spooked. And this is another thing. This is about that umbrella. She identified herself as a gay boy, but she dresses up like a girl sometimes, and then she dresses up like a boy sometimes. So she identifies as a gay boy. Now, when it comes down to us, they throw us all in that umbrella, and they're not a part of that umbrella to me. To me, when you're talking about two-spirit women, because it's not an outfit. You don't take it off and put it on, take it off. Today I'm going to go in the men's room. Tomorrow I'm going to go in the girls' room. We don't have, it's not that way with us. But we suffer the repercussions for their actions. And people will say, well, it's all the same. It's not the same. It's not the same. It's so bad that when it comes to me, I won't even go in the women's room. I won't even go in because of repercussions of someone else's actions. So I don't feel safe doing it. And a lot of times my friends be like, you better not go in. But it becomes, and then we get upset when we want other people to understand where we're coming from when we don't even understand where we're coming from. Like, if you want to be a boy, so. Yeah, exactly, Bella. And see, guess who suffered from that? We suffer from that. We suffer from that stuff. We suffer from that because when it comes time for us, the only thing that kind of worked in our favor, a lot of us are passable. And there were a lot of cis women that was getting arrested for using the women's room. So they was locking up cis women for using the women's room. So cis women was filing lawsuits against the police for being arrested for being men. But you would think by those actions that the two-spirit women say, I don't need no work done because clearly if they clocking them women, cisgender, then why am I doing it to myself? Because that's what the gay people do to us and make us feel like something wrong with us. And then here it is, we do all this changes to ourselves. And here it is, we got cis women get locked up for being men. I always said the LGBT people, everybody's not bad, but we do a lot of damage within ourselves. We kill our girls off and we mentally abuse them. And then we sit back and do these balls and say, well, you're not passable. You're not all these different things. And here it is. These girls go home and suffer. These girls go home and commit suicide. And they say, oh, she was suffering from mental illness. But what did you do to get her there? Hey, Liberty Maria. Nobody accepts accountability for what you've done to these girls. And these girls are really killing themselves. And I hate when we pass the torch of that word called spook. They agree to take it off. Like, if you want to be poor, right? Yes, they do. And out us to pass. Exactly, Butch King. Um, I'm late. What are we talking about? Oh, which is what's game. That's the thing about it. The two spirit women need to stick together way better than we do. We need to stop this passable versus non-passable. When you got cis women out here got deep voices. You got cisgender women out here that's just like us. But then we come to us and then we take from a gay man or a two-spirit woman that's been beat down and recreated by a gay man that's not creating this narrative about our life and policing our journey and policing what we're doing, that's making us feel less than, that's destroying our spirit, that we was all incompleteness until we got there and listened to them get in our head, and then we feel like, oh, I guess I need more work done, or I need this, or I need that, and you didn't need it. There are so many people out there are cross dressers that not even transitioning, that look like full grown two spirit women. And why is that? Because in the gay ballroom, and I no disrespect for the ballroom scene, but it's a lot of damaging being done. And a lot of damage being done. A lot of times people don't want to call it on, but it's got to come to a point where you got to call a thing a thing. And trans needs to stop fighting their own kind. Exactly, Bella. We gotta do better than this, because our sisters are literally being murdered and we're being killed, and we're not perfect. Some of us don't follow the guidelines. Some of us do a lot of things we shouldn't be doing. So it's not like we're perfect. We do all the right things, because we don't. We don't. We got to call a thing a thing. We don't all do the right thing. Because I've watched advocates talk about how they trick men. How are you an advocate and you're saying how you trick men? How could you say this? This doesn't make sense. So what about that little young girl that's watching your video saying what you did? Now what's she gonna do? Then when she gets murdered, only you want to say, oh, y'all girls gotta stop you. But you did it. She got it from learning from you, but she can't tell you she learned it from you because she's dead now. Her parents are putting her on the ground. My cousin husband just committed suicide over a threat I put on his life. He used to physically use abuse when I was little. He did not like me at all. My cousin husband just committed suicide. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Rocky. But we got to do better, you know. And the thing about it is, it's messy. It's messy because it makes me feel like it makes me feel like we have nowhere to go. It makes me feel like we have nowhere to go. And then when we do meet a man, he tries to tell us about our life and never walked in our shoes. They all say, silly comments, stop tricking men, 20 girls, please use something new. Yeah. But Letty Babe, the girls, this one advocate, she said she tricked. That's how I learned the word pussy stunting. I didn't even know what that word meant. But I listened to another advocate saying, well, I know I shouldn't do it, but I did it. And I'm like, well, why would you do this? And do you putting this video up online? You know these young girls gonna follow this. You know they're gonna follow this mess. And then they get killed. What are you gonna say? It's not. I used to hang out with my transit sister, but they can also get killed. Exactly, Winter. That's why you have to do your homework, and when it ain't for you, stay away from them. Because everybody is not your sister. Every sister is not your sister. This made no sense. The main reason why she's divorced the monster used to fight 10 men at a time, bars with them, and became. Yeah, that's sorry to hear that, George. Right, they stopped doing that. That's how they get killed. Yeah, and they do get killed. I mean, it's flattering because you understand. But there are a lot of girls that got big platforms that said they trick men, and they'll say, "I know I shouldn't do it." Now they think about this. You're saying this, and then there's a man who wants to kill you that's watching your videos. Now he's going all over the internet trying to find out how he can get in contact with you from your video just to take you out. And you don't even know it because you're so oblivious because I'm so beautiful. No one is going to kill me. There are a lot of beautiful women that's been murdered. Yes, many girls treat others how the stunt on men. Yeah, exactly. That's why the stroll men, they said it's sad. It's even though we can scream this to the top of our lungs, y'all already know some people gonna listen and many people gonna do what they want to do. I don't care what y'all say. I'm gonna do what I want. And just because he's cute, don't mean he ain't gonna kill you. I think girls think, oh, he's gorgeous. He would never kill nobody. I sent something to another girl here. I sent her pictures to this guy, dropped dead gorgeous. He just killed two girls. He killed two girls. Dropped that gorgeous guy. And the thing about it was, there are a lot of men that looks have nothing to do with murder. I just think girls be thinking like, she was like, well, I just want to sit on it. But he may not like people like you. There are some men that feel as though we're sick. They feel like, oh, we got a disease. They feel as though we're trying to give them something. They on a whole nother level. And when you do this to these men mentally, then they come after one of us that ain't got nothing to do with what you did. And then we pay for it. I hate it when they mix up with transvestic and CDs. No. Yeah, they're going to, George, they're going to do it. You know how to, good luck with that. They was complete psycho. Yeah. Transgender should just be honest. Yeah. Used to put any stuff a lot when we would go out. Military men and my friend got a gun pointed at her because, yeah, there was this one girl. I told y'all about this story before. She was Spanish, and she went home with a guy. She met him at a club. She went home with him. They had sex and everything. Drunk all up, had sex. She did him. He did her. He woke up after being drunk, pulled the covers back. She went to hug him, after having sex. He fell down between her legs, didn't remember everything. She laying in the bed. He said, he didn't say anything. He was like, oh, okay. He got up, went to the kitchen, said he gonna fix her something to eat. She laid on the bed, got the butcher knife and started stabbing her in her bed. He sliced her face up, he sliced across her neck. He just started stabbing her up in her own bed. And the reason why I know it, because she told me. And she was like, Raven, he knew. She said, I did him, but he was high. He was high. So you met a man when he was abbreviated. He didn't know what he was doing, which is no excuse. But at the end of the day, you got to be careful how you move because crazy is real. And I told y'all about this story with me. The guy was in a gay bar. He followed me around the whole bar. And he went to these guys and asked them to talk to me to give him a chance. He might be on his YouTube because he's been following me left and right, telling me he hate me and stuff like that. And the thing about it was, I gave him a chance. And then he wanted me to pay for something another girl did. Had nothing to do with me. And it's just the levels of crazy. The thing about crazy, y'all, there are so many different levels of crazy. Like, this crazy, like, oh, girl, you crazy. And there's crazy, like, my whole mission is to get you. And when they keep doing things to get you, it's like, only way you could get them is you try to get the police to help you. And a lot of times, the police will lock them up, but then they'll get back out, and they're out there looking for you to kill you. Only way you could get rid of them is either you or them. You have to actually get a weapon and take them out and start asking somebody to put money on your books because that's the only way you're going to get rid of them. Because at the end of the day, like Michael Jackson's song said, the life you save may be your own. And it's just real. Because there's some men out here that are mental. They can't figure it out why you doing what you do. Like your whole life become their project. Like I can't understand why you doing this. It's like, who are you? I want to know why they all in your face. And there are a lot of girls that's been killed that we don't even know they've been murdered. She done a sex swap. Trump, I don't mess with 12. They don't. How trans women, nothing. Don't mess with them. Yeah, it's crazy. I could put a profile up and I could tell a guy I'm a two-spirit woman. Then when he hit me up, I could tell him the transgender word because I know that's what people like. So I'll send him that. He read nothing. He answered, I have no problem with that. And then I said, well, have you ever been, why do you keep asking about this trans stuff? Do you read? Also, you want to play this little mind game as if you didn't know, even though I wrote it to you and it's documented everywhere in my profile. And then I told you again, but all of a sudden now you don't remember. And this has happened to me a lot. Men seem to forget what you talked about in the beginning. They have the selective memory that I'm going to remember what I want to remember. And then when you show up, even though you told him, he don't remember now. Now you in a situation, he trying to kill you when you told him from the door. Because he forgot. Believe me, if you saw me in a dark alley, you would run past. Out. I need all the work I can get in life. No, but George, that's not. But see, that's not the thing. This is what I'm talking about. Passability. There are a lot of girls out here that don't look passable, George. I mean, I could share stories with girls. I could share stories with females that was raped for being a dude, and she was raped for being a man, and she was a female, and she ended up getting pregnant from it. He thought he was raped a sex change, and she wasn't a sex change. She was a female, and she was raped because she looked like a dude, and she was not a dude. And she didn't abort the baby. She had the baby anyway. But she was raped for being a dude. There's a lot of cis women been beat up for being two-spirit women, and they was not two-spirit women. They were beaten up for it, and they wasn't. That's the possibility we do within our own community to you have to be passive, you have to look at certain, then they be like, oh girl, y'all be getting too much work done. Because look what y'all put on them. Y'all put so much work on them, and then you do so much mental work on it. Because let's be honest, the mental abuse begins when this life ends. When this life ends, the mental abuse begins. Things that people say start tricking in our mind. We are alone. Mother lived. It's not worth it anymore. Plus, boy, crazy. Even though we should make from men who love you. Yeah, but see, even winter, even though winter, I'm agreeing with you, but it's like no matter what we do, it's never good enough. It's always something else. It's always something else. And the same thing I be talking about, Letty Babe. How much abuse do you think somebody's supposed to take before they've had enough? I never understood why girls out the guys, but I understand it now. It's like, well, shoot, if y'all just gonna keep abusing me, what I'm gonna do is set up a website and tell women, if you have a husband, I'm gonna go, and you want him to find out who he is, let me know, and I'll send, I'll show you my website, and I'll show you pictures of him. I think it was somebody who did that before that ended up getting shot. I guess it's crazy. Right? They tell the girls, all I need is done. Right. And they never, when they get, let me tell you something. I've seen girls who gotten so much work done in their face because they just couldn't see it. And after they got so much work done, they start looking animated. They start looking so animated That guess what they do? They commit suicide because it was never good enough. It was never good enough. That's why you have to become. I believe, in my personal opinion, when you become a two-spirit woman, if you're not conceited, you better find a way to get there. You better find a way to get there. You better start living your life like a celebrity. That's everybody coming after, because that's the level you got to be on. You have to reach inside and channel some type of love that you don't even feel like you got, and work on it and build it like you're building a build. Because you want to be attacked, but even the ones who look like you, the ones that supposed to have your back, and them allies and society and jobs and so many people, that you have to build yourself up so strong that you be ready. The mental draining, exactly right. They tell the girls, "Do you need this done?" Yeah, exactly, Queen. They wouldn't accept me in my transit group because I don't. That's the thing about it. And that's not where you need to be, Winter, because that's all negative energy. That's dark soul. That's nothing but a dark soul. And they kill your spirit and end up dead. Even after SRS, people still thank you, Lady B. Thank you. You done had the surgery and they still calling you a dude. You gotta literally walk around with your pants hanging out. And even if you have your pants hanging out with no panties on, showing you ain't got nothing there, they saying, well, then you had one. So it's a no end to it. It's like a circle. It's like a circle. It don't end. And then when you do get over to, you got to basically start your whole life over without anybody knowing, because there's always somebody who just want to take you down off your high, and it's always, not all the time, but it's always somebody in the LGBT and the allies. So where do we catch a break? Where do we catch a break? Because it's always somebody from the community that's pointing us out to the straight people. Straight people don't be think about stuff like that. Well, yo, let me tell you something. And then it's the dudes that's been in prison, that's been looking at the girls while he was in there. And then when he gets out, he want to out the girls. Now remember, he only want to out the Pacific ones, because certain ones he's still trying to slay on the side. But he want to out certain ones. And it's crazy. The people who out us already, yeah, they know us. The thing about it is they out us. Most of them already done had sex with us, and then here it is, they outing us. That's why I be telling. That's why I be telling, when guys be asking other guys, how do you know? I said, yeah, tell them how you know. There was this one guy who was just trying to out me in New York, and he was always in this place called the Blue Swan in New York City. They catered to the Chinese and the Chinese girls. They cater to the Chinese girls, but he don't like the black girls. So he would out the black girls, but only date the Chinese girls. And that's what he would do. And this guy was like, well, how do you know what that is? How do you know? I said, yeah, tell him how do you know. But I can't say nothing back. Because if I say something back, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to jail. They got to put money on my books. They need the confidence enough because the virgin of you. Yeah, that's a discrimination. We got discrimination of black men who don't like the black girls. He only date the white girls. He only date the Chinese girls or the Spanish girls. He don't like the black girls. So when he see one of the black girls, he out us to everybody. Cause men have hit me up and they be like, I only mess with the Spanish girls and I don't mess with the white girls because y'all are pretty. I said, well, I'm not Spanish. I'm black. Well, you don't look black. Well, I'm black. And the thing about it is, there'll be another black girl that will take his side. Like, even though he don't like you, oh, well, girl, he may like me. So it's not one for all and all for one because he got a swing. So you better to throw your sisters under the bus because he don't like. If we don't all sit together, all races of the two spirit women, then where do we stand when it comes to these men? Because at the end of the day, they're only killing us. They kill some white people. White people have been killed, some Spanish people, especially in Brazil. It's alarming rate of them. But they're killing us all over the world. And some of us that have died didn't even get acknowledged. Because if it's not acknowledged in the news, we don't know about it. But she's already murdered. And she's buried. And we don't know it. There are a lot of girls that are missing that I've been wondering where they at. They're nowhere around. They could be killed and murdered. We don't know. You need to become confident enough, become the best version of yourself, be the type of woman that feels. You have to be confident, queen. They try to black girls too much. They do, Bella. But I've noticed a gay man will be the first one that's true on winner in a minute. Seems like recently their boyfriends come exactly let it be. We bringing the killers home and putting them in the bed with us. And we're taking care of our killers. That's what gets me. We taking care. We wash. We buying you clothes. We feeding you, taking care of you. And here it is. We laying next to a demon. Or they won't. Dominican girls make no sense. Black queens. They white people so bad. Raven, let me explain to you why so-called straight men attack beautiful trans women. They figure if they attack them, it helps them save face within themselves. That's true, George. But it's so many levels. It's not set in stone, George. Nothing is set in stone with a man's frame of mind. We can't think of one reason because every man, every woman, every person on this live is a different person, and everybody on this live has a different history and a different background, and different men have a different background. So we can't say, well, this is how it is. It's not set in stone. It's all over the place. We can't rationalize. There could be a man that really don't care, like got our back 100%, don't care, will rock with us. And then there's another man that have a problem with everything we do. Then there's another man that's so insecure, he's so scared that he make us scared. And here it is, if you want to have any, so it's not set in stone. Be gay men use the DT, believe the world. Yeah, and there's some gay men that hate trans women only because he feel as though he gets made fun of because of her. Oh, that's what you want to be, one of them things right there. So that's what he gets to hear. So a gay man gets to hear, oh, that's what you want to be, one of them things right there. Please don't be like that thing. So when he see one of us, those thoughts are in his head. Then he come at us over something that has nothing to do with us. Because we get the attention they want. If a man be with you, girls, that's true, lady. I've been tricked by. I just kept to myself. Nobody so exactly. It's just so many levels, and we're dealing with different entities. We're dealing with different personalities. But the point is, when do we catch a break? Like, when do we get to feel safe? I mean, the volume of men, like they'll tell me, they say, well, you don't look like one. But thing is, what's the purpose of transitioning if you're not trying to transition? Well, you don't look like one. Well, what are we supposed to be looking like? Is there like a catalog of what we're supposed to look like? There are some girls that I've seen that are so passable, so beautiful, you wouldn't even know. And she's been broken down so bad that she feels like she's spookable, and she's not. But she's been broken down so bad by men and society and stuff that she don't see what we see. And we looking at her like, girl, you serious? Like, you passed. I wouldn't even know you didn't say nothing. But she's been broken down so bad that she feels as though she's not passable. That's the mind thing we do. And then we start, and the sad part within us, we do, which we shouldn't. We will take that bad thing and we will make that Bible. And even though other girls will say, girl, you pass, we like, oh yeah, we understand why you're saying it, because you want to make us feel comfortable. But we're going to take what the bad person says and make a Bible, and what we say, we don't want to listen to it. And I do that too, because people say that to me, and I'm like, okay, and I do it too. I'm a victim of. I'm not going to front. I'm the same way. People like, well, you're passable. Even when that guy who told me off, men tell me off all the time. I'm used to it. I'm used to get cussed out before the day's over with. It is what it is. But the thing about it is, if I don't see myself because of men tearing down my spirit, and they beat us down so bad mentally, and the only way they could beat us down mentally, they have to come across as a friend. They have to come across as a friend. And the only way it could work, because you come across somebody on the street, we don't really care what you say. If you talk about us at a job, we really don't care. But if only way you can mentally beat us up, you have to come across as somebody who managed to work into way into our heart. And then once you work your way into our heart, that's when the damage begins. It's the trans womanhood. So are transgender not allowed in the Bible? Some people winter can get in. I think it depends on if you are well known and people know about you, it may be a problem. But they've been known for people to get through. Nothing's set in stone. We need a break. Make our own. That's true, Bella. That's how I feel. We don't have the confidence. Some of them don't transition because you know why they don't transition in winter? Because they can still pull our men. Think about that. Winter, they could still pull the same men we pull. All you got to do is act thin and you could pull a man. So we all here, and here it is. He did nothing. He could pull our man. Well, he acts like a girl. So that's it. So why are we taking all these pills on us at the ourselves? All we could do is act like a little feminine, and we could pull that same man. So why are we doing all this to ourselves? Raven, go to YouTube and you understand it's under a name, some comedy name. Miscellaneous. Men, not trans men. It's becoming more mainstream. My aunt saw TS medicine commercial and asked me, what does TS mean? Exactly, lady. I think trans attracted men are extremely emotional abuse and sometimes physical abuse. Just exactly on Green. I'm there with you. I'm there with you. And then when you do find a man that's willing to have your back, he's so toxic that you don't even want him. The cis women don't want him, and you definitely don't want him because he's crazy. You like, no, you good. He's like, I'll be seen with you. No, no, no. You go now. You just go over there. Stay on that side. Cause he crazy. I mean, he for real crazy. He'd be like, here, I made you something to drink. Oh, no, no, no. I'm not thirsty. No, 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 no. It's okay. Mm-mm. And it's sad because it's just like I be asking girls when I have pictures and stuff. I let my little baby sister look at the pictures. I said, well, dude, how do you think about this guy? Do you think what do you think? Because you could see, I always feel like your sister could see a man better than you. Well, in my case, I'm going to say me. I'm not going to say everybody, but I'm going to say me. Because I have a pattern with me when it comes to men. I pick cops and I pick felons. And I pick somebody who's loci, crazy. So I have to ask other people to pick for me and give me things to look out for. Usually I don't do that, but I don't trust me with men. I don't trust myself. Because if he's crazy, I'm there. If he kills somebody, I'm there. If he's a murderer, I'm there. If he's a millionaire, I don't want to be with him. And it's not like how he treats me. His spirit pulls me to him. He could be dressed like a bum, but I could feel his spirit. A billionaire could be dressed like a bum, and he could be dressed like a bum, but his spirit's gonna pull me straight to him. I don't know why. I guess broken people can feel broken people. I don't know, but I'm just the. They don't want to hire trans women, but they arrest you for exactly. But they will hire you mental. I've worked, but I understand exactly what you're saying because certain areas do have a problem. So it's not like it's certain areas have a big problem, especially these religious freedom groups. Especially these religious freedom group. Unfortunately, if you are a black two-spirit woman, you got to go through everything a black cisgender woman goes through. That means your hair, your body, your skin, your makeup. You're going to be judged on everything. They always say you never know what a woman goes through until you walk in her shoes. And baby, I always look up to women only because she is the CEO to this engineering. I'm always trying to figure things out that make sense. So I go to some of them and I try to figure out a lot of things. And when I talk to them, it's it's just not a good place to be. And it's funny because it's like when you was in Gablehood, you could always have a man. Because men like men. They don't like girls. To me, not all men. But when I was in Gablehood, I always had a man. I've had some of the finest men step out the magazine, drop their gorgeous, beautiful men, walk in life. I've had some of the finest men. I got on this side of the fence, and my God, I think I got a prescription to Animal Kingdom, Gorilla, Magella Gorilla. Is it really a man or a monkey, or he ugly as mm. And he's conceited. He feels as though he's doing you a favor by being with you. And you looking at him saying, now you can't spoil me with a fine man. And now I'm over here on this side and I gotta date this. That's conceited. That feels as though I'm down here and he's up here and he talks to me like I'm dirt. And I'm looking at him like, Raven, you should make a trans woman group. You know what is, Bella? This is the group. This is the group here. Hey, Portwood. Because like I tell y'all, when I tell y'all, Raven falls down more than most. When I tell y'all, practice ignore, that was for me. I need y'all more than you need me. Because if I didn't see the mirror images of me, I would feel like I would be attacked. I feel like I would just be, I would feel they were just attacking me. Y'all know what I mean? So I would feel like they just be attacking me. They're not attacking everybody. But when I watch my little baby sisters and I watch their lives and stuff, and I understand what they're going through, it's like my story being told by another girl. And every girl has a different experience when it comes to these men. And it's good because they're basically educating people, on what they've been through and stuff. And every girl helps, you know. But then the thing about it was when a man stands up, when a trans attracted man stands up, there'll be another trans attracted man who likes the girls too that will go after that same guy for standing up. Make it make sense. Instead of him, and then the trans attracted man think he's arguing with a straight man, but he's arguing with the man that likes the same thing he likes. The only way the man gonna find out, he gotta catch him out there. But shows like Jerry Springer perpetrate trans women. Yeah, but you know who helped? You know who helped that winter? Trans women. They want to be on TV. They did that to themselves. Same thing with Maury Porch show. They did that to themselves. They wanted to be famous. Some girls just want to be famous. They don't care about the girl behind them. They're looking at themselves. They just want to be famous. They don't care about that. They don't care. I can sit on this live and y'all know I ain't making no money. Y'all know YouTube is not paying me, and I still come on here and I ain't getting nothing. So people say that's because you stupid. But at the end of the day, there are a lot of girls out here that are hurting, that are going through it, that feel like nobody cares about them, and they sit in silence because they feel like they can't talk to nobody because they're scared to be judged. And I come with the breakthrough of the middle line to let them know that they ain't out here by themselves. It's hard to go through this world feel like you alone. It's hard when you feel like it's just you. And y'all know I'm not trying to fit in a box. And ain't trying to. That's why Raven don't walk around no black here. I don't care. Cause I'm like this. If you ain't gonna accept me, then okay. Then let me just go all the way out. But Sean just with the trans women, or just forget they don't. No, they got paid for it. They don't care. Some people want fame. They don't care about nobody. But then again, in the same breath, they feel like nobody cared about them. But everybody shouldn't have to pay for what you've been through. But it's a process. We're human. We're not perfect. So we're gonna mess up. I'm gonna mess up. Probably more than all y'all. I probably mess up even more. Um, I never understood why people praise the girls that don't vocalize. Exactly, Letty. They praise those. When it comes to men, it's something to do with pride and control. I can have nobody else. What type stuff? I'm embarrassed that I'm attracted to your type. That's true, Joy. Other trans women have bashed me for wearing wigs. The thing about it is, Port Wood, people are gonna talk about you no matter what. It is they gonna talk about us no matter what. If you was rich, they'll say you got there by sleeping. That's just the world we living in. It's what you decide to take. It's what you decide to pull with you, and that's why you always remember that block button is always there. Stop fighting the battle when the block button is there. If a block button is there, just press it, and they go on. Don't entertain stupidity. Remember that block button is there for a reason. You pick a dangerous person over a rich person. I like the money. Yeah. But see, you don't. But I'm saying is you don't. You don't know. My spirit. I think my spirit goes to the broken person. Maybe because I'm broken, and like attracts like. And when I see somebody homeless, it bothers me because I'm there with them. And when I see people who are rich, not all of them, because some rich men are really nice, but a lot of times they feel as though, not all of them, but they feel as though they doing you a favor by even dealing with you because they're on a higher level. Hey, Very, you pick it. But I'm glad they see Laverne cause as Pelican. Educated. There are a lot of girls that's trying out there besides Laverne and um there's Laverne, there's Letty Bays, there are Leah Bad, um there is Styles. What's the name? Styles. Um Diamond Styles. There are a lot of girls out here doing the work. The thing about it is they're not celebrated enough, and that's the problem I have. You know, they should be celebrated because they're doing the work. It's easy to it's easy to get to the top part, but the ones you need to reach is at the bottom because those are the ones that's broken. Those are the ones that's trying to get up there. Please, no matter what you do, um, and they're precious. Keep your soul exactly. I'm from Russia. Okay. Very one. Fox Giselle, get cocktails. Yeah, Fox Giselle, that's another one. Um, Fox Giselle, I love Fox Giselle because I like Fox Giselle. It's something about her. She has such a star quality, but she's suffering through a lot of pain, and I could recognize her pain. Like Cookie Tookie suffered from a lot of pain, and also another girl, Ashley Breathe. Ashley Breathe. She suffered through a lot of pain, but they pushed through to try to help the girls along the way. And the thing about it is, we're not perfect. We're not perfect, but we're trying to do the best we can, to try to help our sisters stay alive and stuff. And a lot of times, girls feel like they have no one to talk to, and have no one to go to. And they don't want to be judged because everybody's already judging them. The last thing they want to do is put their business out there, and they thinking that if I share this with you, there gonna be other people that don't like me that's coming after me. And the sad part about it is we get abused by the ones we trying to help. Come on, Allah. I'm so lazy. Y'all know what I did? I took an eyelash off. I took it off with the oil. So instead of me putting glue back on it, I took the glue and just put it on here. I didn't blow dry it on. I just I just pressed it on my face. I'm shocked. I'm shocked this thing because it's not glued on. Homeless trans women that heart breaks through. Please, I can invite at least. Yeah, but see, the thing about it is, very, you have to be careful. And I understand what you're doing. That's a blessing. But the thing about it is, when you're trying to help a girl, you have to interview her. You have to interview her carefully, because a lot of our two spirit sisters are not mentally able to handle what you may be trying to do. And the next thing you know, you put out on the street for trying to help your sister. And the last thing you want is a girl saying, well, you didn't have to help me. That was your decision. Oh, well, because you know they will do it. So it's a good thing, but you have to monitor your sisters carefully, because every sister is not your sister, and some girls are in for it to get what they can get, and they out. I mean, we all want to help, but honey, you listen. I want to help you, but at the end of the day, don't put me out, because I'm trying. Don't punish me for helping you. You came in this world alone, and you'll leave alone. Okay, I can't. I can't. That's not funny, but so anyway, I just want to share that with y'all and stuff. It's just that abuse. Oh, my thing says I'm live, which is so weird to me. My cell phone is the pits. I got an Android from anyway. Like and share. Thank you, Lady Babe. Um, the few lives was about spiritual attacks, and it's true. You have innocent people's spirits and religion. Exactly, Winter. You right, sis. You right. Like I said, every girl's story helps everybody. It helps. You may not think you're helping, but you're helping. Trust me, you're helping somebody. Somebody experience is exactly the same as yours, and they need to hear it from you. So every girl who's trying, you only can do what you could do. We're not perfect. We only can do what we could do with the cards that's been dealt to us. And of course, we're gonna mess up sometimes, and sometimes we won't. And then we got guys who basically come after us to try to out us to everyone. I think another of my sister was having a problem with that. He goes on your page to try to out you, to destroy you for no reason. Like why? Like why? Why do you want to hurt someone so bad that done nothing to you? Why? 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 That makes no sense to me. And I know we know we don't get privilege. We understand that. But the thing about it is, we supposed to be so strong. Yeah. Well, Caitlyn Jenner's on a whole nother level. I'm getting hungry, y'all. Yeah, it makes no sense. Like, why do you have to go all the way out to hurt us? And the thing about it is, like, I don't know. I fall down more than most. Raven, the way you said why. It's the truth, though. Why? Because, like, all I'm going to tell y'all is put money on my books. If y'all wonder why I don't come on, because I'm going through something mentally and people be trying me. And I have that thing on my back. Raven, call them over to the house. And I mean, you go to work. Somebody needs somebody work. It's time for you to go to work. Call them over to the house, Raven, and go to work. And make sure you call the police because you know you're going to jail, girl. Honey, you ain't going to jail. You're going under the jail. Make sure you let your hair grow out because you know that your mugshot gonna be fit. Your mugshot gonna scare the little kids. But it is what it is. Please start helping you. I was presented by mood. So mentally, I'm trying to help everyone around who needs exactly, Barry. It's good that you're trying to do a good thing. I'm not trying to take away from that. It's appreciative, but just monitor because people could hurt you. Take it from me. I've helped people, and woof. When I tell you the slap in my face has been tremendous, and when I tell you they don't care if they hurt you, all you gotta do is go on YouTube and look at my name, how they try to attack me. Oh, Raven's nothing but this. You was on my live before trying to help you through this. Then another one sends me money on a PayPal from another account talking about something. It was a misunderstanding. What was the misunderstanding? The misunderstanding is that I read what you wrote about me and I wasn't supposed to read it. You do know when you leave those nasty comments about me, I can read them, right? You do know I could read what you wrote about me, like I can see it. And this is the thing. I have no problem with you not liking me, but you had my phone call and I was trying to help you build up your own page and then you attacked me on something that had nothing to do with you. Yeah, I swear I go off on that one, dude. Yeah. You go. Be careful of the information you give, big person. Exactly. And that's the thing about it is like they take out all this time and it makes me feel like a fool. That's what I'm telling you, Very. I have tried to help many people. I'm not talking about just online. I've tried to help a lot of people. And when I tell you, I started questioning myself with the man above. And the reason why I started questioning myself, I was like, well, is this person supposed to be punished and God is mad at me for trying to help them? Like, did God want them to be punished? And by me stopping them being punished, God is making me be punished for helping them? Like, I started questioning there. Like, I'm starting getting confused. Was I not supposed to help them? Was they supposed to get, you know what I mean? Like, you start wondering about things. And then when you go to this person, they be like, well, you didn't have to help me. Well, you're this, and you're like, so if that's the way you felt, then why was you here? If you didn't like me, then why was you here? I tell people thousands of times, they're There's tons of YouTube videos on here. You could go and join sites that don't like me, but you don't want that. You want to see Raven. It makes no sense to me. Exactly, Hakeem. But you have to save yourself. You have to watch people react. Because people can really make you just go, you know what? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Once upon a time, and the thing about it, if you have a good heart, you're going to help people. Because you know why? You have a good heart. Thank you, Barry. You have a good heart. And I'm going to tell you what, even though you're going to say, I'm never going to help nobody again. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. You're going to help them again. You know why? Because your heart is good. And also, without knowing it, you done help somebody else. It's like, I said I was going to nobody else, and I'm already helping you. I'm already in the middle of helping you because your heart is good. You're a nurturer. You care about people. So you're going to help people. If you get used, you're going to be used again because you just have that nurturing spirit. They take the time out of their day talking bad about someone that they don't have any benefit and talk about bad about. Yeah, that's it. You need to laugh or destroying somebody else's life, Bella. Exactly my point. And the thing about it is like, okay, I've seen it. I don't entertain it because I know that it's not worth it. But anybody who is trying to fight in the forefront, anybody who is a leader who trying to keep your sisters alive, you're going to be attacked. If you're trying to help your sisters, you're going to be attacked. You're going to be attacked. It comes hand in hand. When you're trying to do good, it's going to get attacked. That's how this world works. And it's not just a two-spirit thing or a LGBT thing. It's just how this world works. It's like as long as you're trying to destroy somebody, you'll get rewarded. If you're trying to help people, you're not going to be rewarded as much. It's kind of like church and it's kind of like church music versus R&B music. When you go to church and play the music, you're not going to make a lot of money. But you play the secondary music, you make money. Well, not so much now, but I hope I'll visit US and meet you sometime in the job, no matter you are. Thank you very. But we have to do better. But we're human. We're flawed creatures, and we're trying to do it the best what we can and stuff. And you know, it is what it is. Y'all see, I curled this hair up. I took some rollers and I rolled this hair up. Thank you for the I think y'all taught me about the what's that called? The downy. So I got these rollers and I rolled the hair up. So I took it because I didn't like it. And I'm gonna roll the whole thing. It was an experiment. So I rolled it up. And what I do is I roll it. And when I finish rolling it, I put it on this radiator right here. And I let the radiator cook it. And once the radiator cooks it, but I make sure it's wet because wet hair rolls better. But I didn't use wet hair. I used downy. I used some downy on it. I took downy and I rolled it up that way. Thank you, Letty. Jesus will help people and judging them. God knows your heart. Exactly when to our ancestor Cookie Tookie is out there on the streets here in Ellington, drinking and doing drugs. She will diagnose him. Yeah, she has to get off of the way she wants to. It's good to see y'all trying to help her, but I dealt with those type of people in my family, and it's good that y'all trying to help her, but just pray for her. That's all I can say is pray for her. Just pray for her. Just pray for her to get strength because other than that, pray for her the strength to get off of it because other than that, you're not helping her. Unfortunately, that's how it is. I mean, I'm trying to help transgender. Yeah, I mean, you could do it all you could do, very. Just Just make sure you monitor people because, you know, rat. Uh, yes, I heard she had a heart attack. She's just pray for her. It's gonna be hard. Cause remember, as long as y'all give her money and be her supplier, I hate to say it, y'all killing her. Y'all help killing her. I hate to say it, but as long as y'all are her supplier, you're help killing her. She has to hit rock bottom with no money or nothing in order to get help. As long as y'all giving her money to help her with that high, y'all killing her. I mean, I'm trying to red heater. Exactly. Fox did give Cookie Tookie a care package. I saw that. I saw that too. She tried to help her, but it's a good thing because I know your heart is good. But just pray for her because she has to be the one to stop it. She has to be the one because it's not going to work. This is not. It's not. It's not. It's not our decision. Just get up every morning and pray. Say a prayer for her. Pray that she gets strength to leave it because other than that, we can't make her stop. We can't. It has to be her decision. Yeah, she's living in the train station. We keep giving her a donations. Yeah, exactly. You're killing her. You're killing her. So of course she's gonna get heart failure. Sure she's gonna have liver disease. Sure she's gonna have a bunch of things because y'all killing her. And I understand because y'all don't know what to do. And it's sad because y'all feel hopeless and you trying your best to keep her out the grave. But it has to be her decision. And it's sad because y'all feel useless. But at least you trying. But it's kind of like one of them things. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. But she's broken. Yeah, she's broken. The more donations, and see the thing about it is, the more donations, the higher she can get, and as long as she high, she'll never meet us here. She's never gonna meet us here, cause you're not talking to Cookie. Y'all talking to the drug. There's a difference between talking to her. It's a difference talking to Samantha James than talking to Cookie Tookie. Y'all talking to the drug. Y'all ain't met Samantha James. Y'all met Cookie Tookie, and that's all y'all meeting. Samantha James is in the body, but Cookie Tookie is the one y'all giving the drugs to. So until y'all get to Samantha James, Cookie Tookie's in charge, and Cookie Tookie's gonna take Samantha James out. $1,000 a day could many of us exactly. Someone needs to want it as well. Exactly. Yeah, her cash app state. But she can't be making that much money because she's still out there on it. She's sitting on this. Because if she was making that much money, she wouldn't be in the train station. She would be in a hotel. Because she know how to put it together to get where she need to go. But if she's not putting it together, it's because it's not where she want to go. It's wonderful interfering with you. I don't have any of any persons I hear anymore. Yeah, okay. Same here, George. It's sad though, but I get it. I had an aunt that way. And every Thursday, she would come get my money, and I would argue with her about getting her kids. And every Thursday when I got paid, she was coming to get money from me. And when I tell you, you feel hopeless and useless, it is the worst spot to be. It is the worst spot. It kills you to see them because it breaks your heart. But you're like, if I don't help them, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? So it's like, it's a bad spot to be in. Yeah, it's a bad spot. It's bad. Because you don't want, you trying to, like, I don't want you to die. I'm pulling you from this grave. I'm pulling you and you still trying to get in. So I'm fighting with you, and it's like, it's a bad place. You're touching, you're pointing. Yeah, it's sad, very. It's hard. I've been there. I haven't used drugs, but I dealt with drug users, and I'm gonna tell you, it breaks your heart. Cause then they break down crying, then they go off. It's a lot. 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 I'm sorry, I keep saying it. I've been there with my aunt, and she was sprung out. And the thing is, she was dropped dead gorgeous, but looks had nothing to do with it. She was gone. Gone. Now she's dead. She finally got her life together and she died. She danced. I'm saying, y'all want to help, but she got to hit rock bottom. And as long as y'all feet giving her money, y'all giving her drugs. And the sad part about it is, I'm not saying don't give her money because you don't know what to do. Like you don't know what to do. It's a bad spot to be in. If I don't give her money, she may end up killing herself. If I do give her money, it's like, I can't win this one. You can't win it. Yeah. Nobody wants Samantha James to die. But the thing is, like, you don't know what to do. It's a bad spot to be in. Yeah. Because she's not there. They're dealing with Cookie Tookie. They're not dealing with Samantha James. Samantha James is in the body, but Cookie Tookie's in the front. And the thing about it is that until she says enough's enough, she on the clock. Y'all do know she on the clock. It's just a matter of time before y'all get the notice. And I hope y'all don't, but what y'all gonna do if y'all could? The County of Los Angeles will issue you a hotel voucher at $350 that will last for 2 weeks. Oh, okay. See, I don't know. It's a game to them when they find a exactly, Letty. They helping her and they killing her. You killing her and helping her. But I understand because they want to do something. But it's like, it's just a bad spot. It's a bad spot. It's a bad spot to be in because it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. You don't know what to do. It's a bad spot. It's a bad spot. That's why I never got on drugs because when I used to argue with my aunt, and I mean, she used to go at it with me. She used to cuss me out. And because I used to get in her case, she was like, I need some money. I said, let me tell you something. If you don't go get my cousins, I said, I'm sick of you. She said, who's you talk? I said, let me tell you something. You better go get my cousins. And we used to go at it. She was like, what? What? You know, when I'm looking at the drug going on crazy, what? She be going at me, disrespecting. She's pissed off because I'm telling her to get my little cousins. And she feels like, how dare you? Who do you think I am? I'm the one giving you money to get high. It's a bad spot to be in. It's a bad spot. Yeah, it has to be her decision. Because the thing about it, if you can go into rehab, if you don't want to stop, you're just gonna come back out and go into it. And the thing about it, if you know you got a supplier, you ain't gonna stop. And on top of that, you're not talking to Samantha James, you're talking to Cookie Tookie. If y'all want to know what it's like being Cookie Tookie, think about when you get really drunk and high Think about that spot and you stay there. Like you really high, abbreviated, and you stay there and you never come down. Especially if you ever woke up and like, oh my God, I got so drunk, I don't remember. She's there. She's not gonna remember nothing. She's there. And she's not coming down. She's not, that's where she's at. So even though you may think you're talking to her, you're not talking to her at all. You're talking to the drug. She's not gonna remember a lot of stuff. It works for county Los Angeles. And with that, yeah, I've been stopped drinking, but I stopped making tea too. Yeah, yeah, drink. I mean, addiction is addiction. You know, you get addiction to food, addiction to drugs, addiction to liquor, addiction to hair. But the thing about it is, drug addiction is it's bad, especially when you're not happy. When you're not happy and you're broken, woof, and she's broken. She is broken. So how do we fix her? And the sad part about it, we can't do nothing. It has to be her decision. It's not our decision. Because you know what it sounds like with them, with us? This is how it's like with them, with us. You know, somebody get on your nerves, you like, oh my God, I'm going to be quiet so you could just shut up. That's how it is with them. Also, I just want you to shut up so I ain't going to say nothing. Okay, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop. You right. You right. They'll start crying. You right. And as soon as you leave, oh, I'm glad she got away to call you all kinds of names because they just glad you gone. So now they about to go get high. They just said what you want to do so you can get away from them because you're ruining their party. And that's how it is, though. It's sad, but it's real. It's real. I often wonder, I don't know. What do you think of Justin Timberlake just now apologizing? Child. I mean, to me, that's so yesterday news. Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson went on and had a baby. Justin a child. I just believe the media just making that child. Janet Jackson ain't can. Justin and Janet could care less. This is just what the media do. The media put all this stuff out there. We all here to support and uplift each other. I am not judging Fox or right. No, it's not about judging anybody. It's not that at all. It's not that of it all. You know, I like Fox. I like Fox. I like Fox. I like Fox a lot. In fact, she's definitely, she has this presence to me. She has presence to me, but she's broken too. She's a broken woman, but she's a very beautiful and smart. That girl is smart. She's a star quality about herself. She's a very beautiful, smart girl, but she's still hurting. She's hurting. Hey, Asa, she's hurt, and all of us are hurting. I think all of us are hurting on certain levels. It's just some of us mask our hurt differently than others, but some of us find other avenues to deal with it. You know, we all hurt differently. It's like a funeral. We all grieve differently. We all hurt differently, and some people can't handle hurt better than some people can. And some people can't handle everything. Everybody's different, so we all. Well, I'm not gonna speak for everybody, but when I did what I did, I wanted a husband. I wanted my own house. I wanted him to be laying in his bed. I wanted my best friend. Now, when I got over to the finish line, it was like, okay, what's going on here? And the thing that gets me is I like things to make sense, and it's not making sense. So you have a problem with me, but you're willing to share DNA with me. That's the part that gets me. Oh shit. I deleted what could be the most nail comment. The thing is, ladies, please, you're cool. Please stick to yourself. And the guys who believe in you, you don't need the sad part of it. Yeah, I mean, but I don't think nobody really, it's not like you don't want a man, but it's like the thing that gets me, let's talk about the men part for a second. If you do get a man, you got to keep your man out the LGBT. You got to almost like babysit him if he's willing to allow that. Because men get this alpha, masculine, toxic masculinity. Don't try to babysit me. I'm a grown man. It's like walking into fire. I can tell you it's a fire behind the door, but don't tell me. Then he walks through the door and the building falls down and he's on fire. I told you the house was on fire. But he didn't want to hear because I'm a man. Don't you? Then there are the men that was willing to listen, that you can have a conversation with to guide him through on stepping stones and stuff he don't know nothing about. We're in it and we don't even get it. So can you imagine? Even they try to say he's gay stuff, these are straight men. And that's the part we keep forgetting. He's coming to us on a straight man's mentality. He don't know nothing about what he walking in on. We don't even know about half of stuff we walking on. Is the whole warm where he's there? Exactly. It's a whole bunch of stuff we don't even understand. And we're asking him to get there in 1 week. Because he get in that bed, he do so many things but it's only sex to him. He has a way of looking at us as being sex and then reality. In reality, he sees things a certain way because that's where he was brought. Now when he messes with us, this is taboo. Pandora box. This is nothing what he's been taught. So now we're telling him to put it together and we'll say, well, see us as cis, but even though we're two spirits, but then make it okay. So when we say the word transgender, society says, oh, that's a man. So then we tell him, not me, I'm using it, we tell him, the girls like us, I'm transgender. And he hears that word transgender. He goes back to what society said to him, oh, that's a man. And then he'll go, oh, okay, I know. Now he's already labeled you as a man because that's what society says you are. And then here it is, you have a straight man that wants to be with you, that you're calling yourself a man low key without knowing it. And you tell him to take you into his boys and to his mama, to his aunts, to his job, and to introduce you as a dude that he's dating that looks like a girl. And you don't even understand what you're doing. But that's either here or there. Like they said in the paperwork, sometimes I think the girls push too hard at things. And sometimes I think they should have left things alone. I understand we're trying to get certain areas and certain growth and certain strength, but even cisgender women don't share everything. They don't share everything. And just like they say, all women are weak, all women are not weak. There are a lot of cis women that could beat the mess out of a man, but she's not sharing that part because they want y'all to think that. See, they know when to shut up. That two spirit women, we don't know when to shut up. We go all the way to 10 because we're being guided by it. We're being guided by the blind. A lot of us can never climb a pole like a two spirit woman could climb up that pole and spin around in a strip pole with no problem. We can't do that. We can't do that. She go right all the way up there. We can't do that. We're supposed to be stronger than her. Or the men's supposed to be stronger than her. And we're not. There's some cis women that can whoop your butt with no problem. And the thing about it is, we're taught certain things, and it's not all accurate, but women know when to shut up, and two spirit women don't always do that. Not all, everybody, but that's okay to not understand. I'm trying to get away from escort related relationships. Child, let me tell you something very own. I be thinking about escort myself. I was like, girl, let me just go ahead and be an escort. At least I'll be getting paid for my service. If you're gonna treat me like a whore, I might as well get paid like one. Cause sometimes I feel like a fool. We ain't no when a woman starts hitting, they wanna back off. Exactly. In a way, they own that's the problem that's separating. Like humans, like yeah. But see, the thing is, like, it's just so many avenues and stuff that we go down. It's a lot. It's a lot on the mental, and I'm tired of people saying, "Well, you're human." Okay, you say we're human, but you don't treat us like we're human. Can't speak. You stuck up. And it's like a lot of times I think that the right man for us probably done showed up, but we pushed him away because of past trauma and other girls' murders and deaths and stuff. And we need answers to how these girls get killed, and we want to know how they got killed. And some of these girls wasn't even passable, no shade, and they got murdered. So you can't keep telling us that she got murdered because she didn't let you know what she was. So how do these girls get getting killed? I feel like a whore without a payment. I feel like a sex worker without the money. That's how I feel. These men make me feel just like a straight up prostitute without payment. That's how I feel. I feel just like that. I don't feel like I don't feel like wifey. I feel like a prostitute without money, Miss Freebie. And then when I say, well, could you give me a little money? So, oh, I got to give you money. But you want my body. But you don't want to give me no money, get my nails done. Well, I don't feel like I should give you no money. But you want me to give you sex. Well, I feel a certain type of way. Then go ahead home to a certain type of way. Don't you still live with your mother, knock on the door and ask her to give you some sex. But you feel disrespected if I say that. Like, come on, out of here. Facts, humans, life that um, I treat everyone the same. Most time, they love to kill them. Exactly, Mello. Yeah, we are just like that's it. And I mean, they don't care. It's funny to them. And the thing about it is, that's how I understand why the girls start outing the guys because they get tired. How much abuse you think somebody's supposed to take before enough is enough? But see, if you were the kind of girl that like to out these guys, I don't condone violence. But if you like into outing guys, baby, you better be walking around with something extra in your pocket. You better have some type of jury, and I don't mean no jury, because when you start pounding on that door, you better be well prepared. Cause just because he's cute, don't mean he won't kill you. We are meat sex, exactly, and then they want us to accommodate them through sexual activity and treat us. I don't know. I would want to provide with the same level of exactly very missing chases and shit. Yeah, Letty. It's it's crazy though. It's a lot of the abuse is real. But you know what? I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot for one person to deal with. And it's a lot for us to keep saying, we're human. But you know what? What I've learned now, a lot of cis women are being called men now. And the one thing about cis women, which I love about cis women, cis women aren't like us. Cis women, this is why I love cis women. We'll go, oh no, that's not, this is the difference between this is show you how strong they are versus us. Not saying all of us, of course. Not saying all cis women, of course. A cis woman will get called to her man, and the first thing she'll tell a man to do is suck her, and she suck her D. Why don't you suck my D? Suck my D. Then with us, the two spirit women, like, oh no, no, the proper term is. So the cis woman goes straight in for the fight, and it will go, oh no, no, we got, it's funny that we have strength, that we know we could go, not all of us, because some of us are not the same. Everybody's not like Raven. So we know we can go back for that. And through our past pain, we could teach them everything we learned while we was in hell and teach them what the fire really feels like up close. And we cancel that for the love of a man. We do. But I'm not saying every girl. I'm just saying. Because every girl's, I have to always say to myself, every girl's life has not been like Raven's life. Some girls have had a great life. Some girls have never had a fist fight. Some girls have had a fabulous life. Unfortunately, those things wasn't available to me. I mean, I went through holy, and I see things a lot different. I would love to live the life of a lot of other girls and stuff, but those things are not available to me and stuff. And it's hard to cancel it when men keep bringing it. How do I cancel something if it keeps happening? Like you want to move forward and you want to cancel your behavior, but how could you cancel something if people keep bringing it? If that makes sense. How do I cancel this behavior? How can I heal when I'm still being brought back to this? I stopped doing sex work when my clients almost killed me. Yeah, but see, the thing about it is, Winter, you're never going to stop doing sex work. You're just not going to get the payment, because anytime you go to bed with a man, it's work. So it's like an ongoing job. It's not even about being two-spirit. It's just how it is. It's to the point, though. But it's how it is, though, unfortunately. I don't know. It's funny because you want to be encouraging, and then you get somebody come into your life that just takes you and slaps you off. It's funny when you try to give girls encouragement, and then you try to girls, don't give up, and then they hit you with like, girl, I don't know. And then you're like, well, I gotta show you there's some good dudes out there. And then the guy take you and by the back of your head and slap you beside your head. And you're like, well, girl, maybe it was right. They ain't good. And it's funny when you're trying to be the dude's cheerleader and then they slap us out there. I don't know. It's not funny, but it is what it is. Or hair, makeup, yeah. The S is when everything trans women. Yeah, make me as true Bella. Excuse me. Girls, can I give you at least some musical vibes from Russia? Okay. I think this guy I work for, his girlfriend, etc. exchange, she is what folks would call a brick. We all small town girls. Yeah. But see, the girls they call bricks be having boyfriends. I seen a lot of girls who they call bricks that's got a man. And I see a lot of pastor ones ain't got one. So make it make sense. So exactly. They have men. So what is we missing? So you know what at Lighthouse I think it is? I think it's the fact that due to the fact that she don't look like she has much work done, that she can get she can get erect and she could give him what he wants. He don't care about the passability. He wants a sexual act. If you know what I mean. That's what he wants. Hey, blessed one. So I think that's what it is. It gets down to but it's not set in stone. Every man is different. Hey, 3,000. How are you, love? Every man is different. Every girl is different. Everybody's different. It's just you try to find somebody lined up with you that could just match a little bit with me. Just be a little line. You ain't got to be 100%. Just line up a little bit. Exactly, Bella. And once you cut that off, they ain't got no use for you. Just a surge, even though I'm surge. They don't think I could go out. Yeah. Thank you, 3,000. Raven, you are so different. Yeah, that's what they want though. So get rid of your hormones, go get you some Viagra, and then you'll have a man. Get you some Viagra, get rid of the hormones, get your Viagra, and then that's all you want. Thank you, Barry. That's all they want. So all we are is blow up dolls. Not all of us, of course, but it's just I don't know. I don't know. And see, to me, this is how I feel. If you want me to be dominant, I'm not dressing up. I'm not wearing no makeup. I'm not wearing no wig. I'm gonna look just like somebody that you like. Oh God, I don't want to sit by Raven like Raven Wash. I don't care. So why should I dress up? And that's the same way I feel about these femme guys that could pull the same men we could pull. So why am I dressing up if this person can walk in and look like a bum, and you could date him and give him the world, and here it is, I'm sitting up and look like Ronald McDonald from trying to get some French fries, and here it is, I gotta work twice as hard to get nothing. He ain't gotta do nothing but show up. Hey, Lady Babe, what's up, beautiful? I mean, Leah. What's up, Leah? I said, Lady Babe. What's up, Leah? How are you, beautiful? I saw your video. You in the mall, Miss Bad. No, please. Bag is cool. Of course, but thing. Really passionate. Cause prostate commit suicide. Exactly, Winter. They do commit suicide after getting because it wasn't what they wanted. That's that mental game. Girl, I said the same thing. Cross dressers can get on with. Exactly. But not even a cross dress is bad. They could be a boy who acts femme. I watch men who act femme and they pull men because he acts femme. How could you pull the same men I pull? And they do. They do. If you, girl, it was a few haters in the mall. Well, you know they got you know when you're a celebrity bad, you gotta have haters, sweetie. That's to let you know you still got it. I'm tucking off the wig, look crazy. Exactly, Bella. Like for what? It's like the abuse is just crazy. It's just crazy. I don't know. I don't know. I always feel like I got myself in some mess as usual. Um, do you hear the garbage Terry and keep saying that trans women are trying to be? I don't really listen to a lot of stuff, Joy. Sometimes you gotta see it and don't see it. Back before hormones, how do you think? lots were back in the day. It seemed documents, but I wonder was there just as many bottoms? Yes, girl, bottoms are everywhere. Like, girl, bottoms are, girl, trends and things, interests. Girl, bottoms are in high demand. I mean, tops are in high demand. But I don't know about back in the day because I don't know. I mean, I was in Gablehood. It was totally different. The guys would drop their gorgeous and pretty, and now I'm in, child. I entered into the haunted mansion, child. I mean, I've seen some of the ugliest men in my life treat me like dirt, and I'm just looking at them. I mean, treat me like the scum of the earth. I'm looking at them, I'm like, just because you told me you ain't ugly, child. Girl, that's why I wear. I don't care anymore. That's the thing, but me neither, Leah. But I'm trying to change, Leah. Bad. I'm trying to change because Raven got a lot of bad stuff. Please, girl, just visit Moscow. I ain't going anywhere. Um, have you ever had a dude that wanted to put your wigs on? Yeah, Lighthouse. Yes, that happened to me before. Raven, you should do a wig review. I've done that before. Winter, not wigs review. I did weaves. I was showing you how to do weaves here because I used to wear weaves. Raven don't got Raven don't got lace front review money. Now, if y'all want to send me some wig reviews, I'll do the wig review. But y'all know I ain't got no money. Um, Men love femininity. That's why these fem guys are able to put exactly T. That's true. That's true. It ain't got to do nothing. Um, oh my God, yes. These be wanting to be dressed up. Oh yes, Lucky B. Interest we can do bad all by exactly news playing in the stock is yeah. Well, most men I meet don't really like that. The ones I meet don't they don't play that. They don't play that, but it do exist. But y'all know ain't nothing in this world gonna surprise anybody in this live. Nothing surprises us no more. Nothing should be able to surprise you. You should be like, okay, okay, whatever. I'm used to this. It's just another level of something. We are different. We all tell we are divine, masculine. Oh Lord, you need to chill. Playing this. We are different. We all the these. We are the divine, masculine, and divine. Yeah, we're two spirits. I mean, but that's everybody. We're two spirit people. But the thing about it is, to me, it's just the abuse. It's the abuse, George. It's just that mental abuse. I think that's just my problem. I just have a problem with people who take our time. Like you're gonna make a date to hurt me. That's the part. Do you consider that freaky or that turn off? I wouldn't mind stepping out the box sometime and switch it up. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Lighthouse because I don't want to put too much emphasis on men. Like I'm not giving on men that much. I'm not. I refuse to see them that way. Like I just won't. Um, right? They wanna misgender as a public role play. I don't role play. Very young. Hey, very young. No, I don't role play. Now, if there's some money involved, now if there's some money, if you say, but baby, I want to, honey, give me a couple dollars, couple $100. I'll play. I mean, we could role play. I could watch you be stupid. Just as long as you let me post it online and let me, never mind. Girl, let them call us out in public. The Butch Queen. Yeah. No, but you know who else calls us out in public? The drag queens. The drag queens call us out in public too, Lady B. It be the ones that got the blonde wig and the house with the heels. It be them. Mm, dressed up like a boy. Because the thing about it, they look so masculine out of drag that you wouldn't even think that that's what they was. Mm, are you Not freaky, exaggerating. It's not my thing. I'm not freaky unless you pay me for it. And I want some money. I ain't talking about a couple of dollars. You're gonna be making some. You're gonna be paying some rent and stuff. They ain't paying no. You ain't putting it in an envelope, honey. You put it in a rent receipt. You paying some rent. Cause all the house being that old energy up in here. It's mostly men of color. That's true. News. The sad part it is, unfortunately. Girl, these men playing. Yeah, I'm no problem playing. Now, we can play all day as long as you playing in my wallet. We can play. Cause my wallet starts. My wallet jumps up and runs to the door when the man come to the door. It's like a puppy, honey. My wallet jumps and runs and start clapping all day. Now I'm gonna get my bags and make child. I ain't mad at you. But men don't be too much into boobies as much as they be into, you know what? It's sad, but it is what it is. Um, okay, so Leah Raven said, certified funds, please. That's right. I mean, because the thing about it is, we done enough, and only thing you got to do is give us some money. You give a cisgender money. I watch cis women already trained the men. It's up to us to keep it going. Cause men go visit these cisgender women, they give them a couple of dollars, get their hair done and nails done, give them some shoes to buy them a Birkin bag. Child, please. So you can't pass it over here. We doing the same thing they doing. No, you already been trained. You've been trained on the paper. Slide me my stacks too. You're right. I met men that said they don't care about just exactly. They don't. They don't. Bad. That's for us. The body is for us. This is for us. This is for us. That's for them. Oh please, I'm sponsoring some drag queens and all of them to know it's become the following. Yeah, but that's drag queen. That's something totally different. But everybody's different. We just always have to keep that in mind. Everybody has a different story. Everybody has a different journey, and everybody's different. So it's not set in stone. We have to recognize this. And that's the thing with me. I don't like somebody to tell my story that's not even two spirit. Like you're a cisgender man and you want to tell me about my story. I had a big argument with a guy yesterday about that. And then it's the word, well, you choose to. So you choose to be that way. I said, so it's like I choose a pair of shoes or I choose a wig and I choose this. So how are we going to make this work when I choose this? And it's the thing about it when you talking to a toxic man and when he doesn't want to listen because you will choose this. Like you choose. Nobody choose this. So I choose for the abuse. I choose for you to treat me like dirt. I choose for you to try to hurt me. I choose not to choose this. I even fell in the tea. I wish I knew the prior to the big boy body queen. Exactly, lady. Um, interest. How can cross dressers say they are trying to? They shouldn't say that. But they're gonna do what they want to do on news. You know how the thing go. I adore you too. For people gonna do what they want to do. You know how to go, child. Just let them be what they want. Like, okay, that's what you are. Okay, fine. I can kill her. The hairstyles you tried to do, Raven. I think it's called Victorian drag girl. And yes, no, I done a lot more. I did 27 pieces too. Trusty Joy. I did 27 pieces. I did the black hair. I did a whole bunch of them. I'm over no money for that. It's a choice to transition being two spirits. Yeah, but the thing about it is, if it wasn't in you, you wouldn't do it. It has to already be set in place. Nobody's, I'm not going to say nobody because everybody's different. But no, because some people feel as though I look better as a girl, so they transition for that reason. That's why they detransition. But the ones like me, we don't detransition because we have nowhere to go. Because we know we're going to be still the same person. Once we take the outfit off, the spirit doesn't shift. I could take everything off, but the spirit still going to remain the same. That's why people, anyway. Because men don't care. See, these can see trans and make it look. Yeah, that's true. That's what make us different from women. Let's get into some of the deep dialogue. So make right for us, cause yeah, it do make us different, But hey, official, how are you, love? Um, you damn exactly 3,000. I'm with you. It's like that's what I've been saying. Damn, either way, Miss pretending like you just can't catch a break. Hey, goddess, trans god, how are you, sweet? It's like you can't catch a break. This is what I be saying. This is the reason why I don't go nowhere. This is the reason why I stand. Just like I don't want you to be like this one guy said. I don't want you to always stay in the house. You like a prisoner. I said I'm not a prisoner. You don't understand what I go through when I go outside. And if you don't understand it, please don't tell me about my life when you don't get. I was like, guys be trying to talk to me, but they supposed to. Like you don't get it. Why would they not want to talk to you, Raven? I was like, you don't get it. You need to go outside so the guys can talk to you. I was like, you don't get it. Well, you just have a problem. What you have a problem with you are? It's not that I have a problem with it. Men gonna try to talk to me. Like you don't get it. Well, then isn't that what you want? Cause you sleeping with me. You think everybody else could sleep with me the same way that you sleep with me. So you think it's just a big old Raven birthday party parade. So you think that's how a life I live? Exactly, 3,000. A date as me, Jeffree Star was exactly because they don't know the difference. Interest, real trans women bodies are different from exactly. Um, News, but the sad part about the news, not all the way, because you got some cross dressers that got boobies. Nothing set in stone. That's why I said it's confusing. I said no. He collect he collected trade like he want exactly because they can't tell the difference, Letty. The problem is we can't even tell the difference for our sisters. I sent you a video, Letty babe, but this person said he was a gay boy. He looked like a full blown female. And I sent you the video because I want you to see this is what men are seeing. And then here it is, he see us and he relates that. Because people compare. So since that's one, then you like this person. So you think like this person, and you think like this person, and you think like this person. No, you need to learn who I am. Talk to each person individually. We are all different individuals, but they compare and they put us in a box as if we're soldiers and we march to the same drum, and we don't. Men fantasize about the women, etc. Do we think we're going to be neither? I'm not comparing cis women. I'm not comparing cis women with us, and I understand that. I'm not comparing. I'm not. I'm not. I don't want to take the spotlight and throw it on cis women when I got too many two-spirit women that need the conversation. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want to make it about them, but I understand what you're saying because I get it. But I kind of want to, if I focus on the cis women, then it takes my sisters to be thrown to the side and let's talk about something. You know what I'm saying? And your comment is relevant, but you know what I'm saying? I need to try to help my sisters build their spirit, if that makes sense. Um, then they're called trans women. Wait a minute. Too glad is to contact you down to be ground. Um, thank you all very right. This isn't this right, Leah. That yeah, because we need to stay focused on who we need to cater to. You know, we have enough cis people who's actually looking out for cis women. But my two spirit women, there are very few that's trying to really do the work. Like you got Letty, you got Leah, you got Diamond, you got Giselle, the seeker. But everybody does things differently. They're not really catering to helping the girls. They're kind of helping themselves, if you know what I mean. They're catering more to build their profit, their monetary value. But you gotta understand. You don't have to understand. I hate to say, but the girls need nourishment because it's hard. It's hard. And sometimes they just don't want to watch another girl talk about how fabulous she is, how beautiful her hair is. She want to know, girl, what's going on. You know what I mean? Um, we don't compare ourselves, right? Right, girl, please. I'm in Moscow. I'm going. Yeah, need to pay. Okay, I'm confused. As a trans woman, we need to support and build up each other. No need to compete. That's true, Teller. Um, love you all. Please feel free to contact me. Okay, Barry, you take care, love. Sis women already have a platform. That's true. All this stuff is connected, and that's why everybody is a target. Yeah, it's true. It's connected. But at the end of the day, we have to try to find an avenue to help our sisters, you know, and not taken away from cis women, not taken away from anybody. But due to the fact I'm a two spirit woman, I need to cater to my sisters that may be hurting, you know, and really just tired and suicide and stuff like that. Now, if I start talking about cis women, that's kind of like she's not cis woman. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying. I want to talk about it more. Anyway, so you know, we try to make things work the best way we can. Oof, Jesus, I'm getting hungry. I don't know about y'all. This conversation made me hungry. But yeah, I'm hungry. I had some French fries, and I made a fish sandwich and some French fries, and I made some macaroni salad and some rice and chicken. Y'all know I'm greedy. And my cell phone is an Android, which means I gotta take it and twist it so it can run because it keeps cutting off. And I'm hungry. Trans women are beautiful. Why do they keep on getting abused? I don't know. You know what the thing is? I think a lot of two spirit women want to be loved. People want to be loved. I mean, no matter we may say, you know, I don't want a man, leave me alone. But at the end of the day, when she's not hurting, when she's not in her feelings, when she's not suffering, she just want to be loved. You know, we all get in our feelings. We like, you know what, leave me alone. But then once that anger leaves and once that pain leaves, we start getting lonely. It's like, yo, I mean, we're human. We're not perfect, but we're human, and we just want to we just trying to make it work the best way we can, flaws and all. You know, we get in our feelings, we get hurt. Leave me alone. I'm sick of these men, but at the end of the day, when the pain leaves and we're not hurting, we get lonely, and we want to have our best friend that got our back, that we can laugh with, that we can talk to, and we start seeking out those things again. We may get our feelings hurt. We may end up running right back into the house and closing the door, but we keep trying. We keep trying because we know in our heart that we are soldiers. And one thing we do is we keep fighting. Even though many people may say no, We know there's somebody out there gonna say yes. It's like job hunting. There may be a lot of no's, but there's somebody out there that's gonna say yes. And I always believe in location. I always believe that if certain girls would live in certain locations, they would never be single. They would never be single. But it's a lot that goes with us, and it's a lot that we have to watch, be mindful of what we share. And if we do find a man, we have to be his protector as well and keep him away from you funny 3000. Every man ain't bad, girl. You just gotta find location. You gotta find where they at. It's location. It's like a store. If you got good stuff in your store, if I was selling wigs like this for $10 and it was around my way and you didn't know it's it, how nobody gonna know about this wig for $10 if you don't know the location? So it's just be sitting there for years. And everybody's like, that's all it costs. God, I've been bought that. It's about location. I don't know about any of us, but I had to step back from the Black community, LGBT community, and do some soul searching. After I did that, I know my purpose. Amen, Lighthouse. Lighthouse, I am 100% with you. Baby, you went in here and threw it there. Letty Babe, that's exactly what me and Letty Babe been saying. Is there a transit group? There's been a few of them went to. I don't really join them because I don't know. It's something about Facebook that just don't work with me. I mean, I deal with them, but something's just, it's just something more. It's something about sharing with the girls, and it's behind the scenes that bother me a little bit. When you are broken and you need to be fixed, and it's just, we got to give you 30 days because you said something wrong. We got to be, and I don't know. The policing on real people bothers me a lot, because we're human and we flaw. We make mistakes. So at least if we made a mistake, then let us fix it. But to punish us for 30 days and 10 days, or, it's difficult for me. Maybe my true man is on Alaska. Maybe. You never know, Letty Babe. They say when you're not looking, he'll show up. Usually that's the killer. There's a group in Facebook, something. RuPaul Drag Race did too. Well, RuPaul Drag Race is not for two-spirit women. That's a drag show. Those are men who dress up like women. Taylor. Test Madison was on Drag Race so people can tell the difference. Madison be busting her butt. Excuse me. But due to the fact that Madison is on a platform, she's going to get it from everywhere. The same way anybody, same way you ladies, same way Leah Bad, anybody who has a platform, do video, y'all going to get it. You're going to get it from everywhere. I mean, the same ones you're trying to help, it's going to be the same ones coming for you. The same ones you ain't trying to help, be another one coming for you. You're going to get it from everywhere. It just depends on the platform you get on, unfortunately. And even though you may not agree with everything your sisters do, but you can see her trying. Just give her that love, like, okay, girl, you know you're trying. Because I know it's a lot you going through that you ain't sharing. So I'll give you that thumbs up because I know you catching your, we don't have to agree to everything each other talk about because we're not going to agree on everything. We all have different, we all come here differently. We all have different ways we got here. We don't have to agree on everything. I don't agree on everything. Some videos I've done, I don't agree on it now, but I agreed on it then. We grow, we go. I was suppressed, etc., but now I'm good. You gotta find some way to pull yourself out of it. Exactly, Lighthouse. Because it's a lot. It's a lot to pull on us and keep telling us that we're human. Raven, I'm pretty much isolated here. Well, you're not isolated now, sweetie, because you're here with us. And We're not perfect. And we're just trying to figure it all out together the best way we can, comparing notes, and just doing the best we can, and it is what it is, and fighting through and trying to keep our sisters alive, especially the ones that don't want to listen. They do doing the peace stunting, and you got to be careful, and it's a lot. And like I said before, like when I used to tell the girls to be careful, they'd be like, Raven, you got to stop scaring the girl. I'd rather keep the girls alive and knowing and didn't know. I guarantee you, every girl on this live knows when a man shows up, she's ready. She's ready. We're not looking for trouble. We're not looking for something bad to happen, but we're prepared. We're prepared. Girls getting depressed this year. And just imagine show Sydney Star on Bad Girls Club. So that's a plus. Yeah, this gonna be a plus. Sydney Star on Bad Girls Club. I hope she really can fight, because some girls are gonna exactly 3,000. And see the thing about it, 3,000, we didn't know. No one was talking about it. Like, we didn't know. And the thing about it is, we not knowing what's going on, we walking in the door, come on in. We got, we ain't thinking like this. Some trans girls have it worse than some. You exactly went to, that's Brazil. And some other places too. Africa it's overwhelming. The ones who really have a problem with us, Black women, they are quick to humiliate the guy. Yeah, but it's exactly, George. But it's not just Black women. It's gay Black men too. It's not set in stone. And also, there's some Black women that rock with you, that got your back. So it's not set in stone. That's what I don't want everybody to think that it's just set in stone. There are good and bad people in everything, which we know. And then those are ones who just got a problem with everything. So when we have to be careful how we call stuff out, because it's not just Black women. There's some white women too. When I used to work in New York, it was a white woman that used to come in the bar and kept asking me, was I a woman or not? She used to come in the bar and they kept asking me. They was like, you want us to throw us? They was ready to go to work on her. I was like, no, let her stay. And she kept coming and she said, oh, I'm coming to see you again. She said, are you a woman or are you not? She would come in every day and she knew I was there. And she would come she was white. And so one day she showed up and I wasn't there. They threw her out. And I kept saying, wait, they said, we got sick of her. Since you didn't want to throw her out, we threw her out. They said, why would you allow her to come into the bar and she do this to you? They would get pissed off at me. That's because I didn't care. Like, if you don't mind. And that's what I'm saying. But see, it's not just the down low men. It's the gay men too. It's the gay men that's out on us. That's what I'm saying when I say I don't feel safe, because it's not set in stone. You gotta watch your back. We gotta walk through this life like we in prison. We gotta go here, look here. When a gay man walks up to us, say, oh my God, you're so pretty. He's waiting. He's interviewing us for the ones behind him to share your story that you don't know. So he walks up to you, you being interviewed. So that he's trying to catch something. He's trying to spook something. So he's like, now here it is, you thinking you meet a nice person, and here it is, he's coming to meet you on another level, and he's gay. So you would think, and I'm not saying all of them, so you would think they would have your back, and they don't. And not all of them, some not like that. It's some of them. But another thing, if you're a two-spirit woman and you are passable, your pictures are being shared with cisgender people. And trust me, they're not using the word trans. So if they think you're pretty and they think you're passable, they are sharing your pictures, honey. And they're definitely not calling you trans. See, this is a man. That's exactly what they're saying. This a man. I said, what? How you know? Watch this, and they'll hit you up. I said, see. Mhm. So we catch it all the way around the board. That's why when Lighthouse said, when she said, I was like, I'm with you. I'm with you. When Lighthouse said what she said, I was like, I am 100% with you with everything she said. Rick, hey Rick, I said it's a cookie tookie, like from who was with her, man. So just watch, because just because in the LGBT, and another thing to watch out for is those allies. Those allies be around so they can introduce our pictures. So baby, trust and believe your pictures are being shared. If you're pretty and they think you're passable, you're being shared. Now, no one cares about the fact that you're trying to exist. No one cares about the fact you're trying to make money. No one cares about the fact you're trying to survive. All they care about is outing you, and they're coming across as a friend. I love you, girl. You're so beautiful. And in the meantime, sharing your pictures, introducing you to as a man, all up in your face, and he's like, "Oh, that's my sister." And then she looking at her friends like this. See, this my girl. And she giving her friend that look that her friend is supposed to catch. You're not supposed to catch the look. But she looking at her friend like, I know I have trust issues. Y'all know I got trust issues. I trust no one. This is true. You know what 3,000, you be seeing what I be seeing. You catching it too. We play dumb, but the ones who play dumb be the smartest ones. We just sit back and go, okay. We know when we get away from you, you ain't gonna be around us no more. Because once we see you, we see you. And then you say, well, you act funny. Of course we act funny because I caught you doing something I wasn't supposed to see you doing. But God made me see you for who you are. Because I put you in another light and I saw you on another level. And God was letting me know I was being deceived. Here it is, I'm bragging about you, and here it is, you was never for me. And it hurts when it's people that you really care about, but it hurts even more so because you really cared about the person and they took out time just to hurt you. And you're supposed to be strong and you're supposed to be handling it. And it's tiresome. Wait till you get to the point where y'all don't want to answer the phone no more. Y'all don't want to talk to nobody no more. It's like a little kid in the store, you wander off. It's a lot. It's a whole lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I'm tired of the thing that we're human. We know we're human, but I'm not a damn choice. There's no matter how many times you try to fight, there are guys who have gone into the military and killed people and they still haven't gotten it. Exactly, Jordan. That's the thing I had to argue with somebody else about the comparison. Well, you went from one gender to another. You're strong. You're really strong. Ain't nobody strong like you. I'm like, I didn't go from one gender to another. You make it sound like an outfit. I was already that way. It's not like it's not like it's the thing about it was I was trying to keep it away from y'all, and y'all already kept calling me on it. It's just I didn't want to do it because I knew y'all was some evil so-and-sos. So one day I just gave up, and I said, "Oh well," and I did it. But the thing about it, in their mind, they're thinking, "Well, you just changed the outfit and just did something." No, the mom was already there. The mom was already there. Some of us don't get there as quickly as others because some girls are more stronger mentally and they fight harder. Some girls just don't. We comply. We comply. That's why I said every girl gets there differently. Because every girl don't get there just because she know what she is. She sits back and does research and she's scared of what's gonna come. And she's scared because she knows it's not society she's worrying about. It's the mother and the father in the family that she's worried about, that she's scared that's going to abandon her. And then when she's abandoned, it's what she didn't want, and it happened anyway. Not in all cases, because some people love their kids and stuff, but then many of them don't. I think they hate black women because they bring us here. So it's just different. It's different. I don't shoot down a black woman because I love black women. And the thing about it is, a lot of black women has been my best friend, and a lot of black women don't get along with other black women. So I hate when y'all put it like that because it's not true. You can't say every. You got to say some. We have to be specific with the words. You can say some. You can't say every black woman because that's just like a set stone statement. It's not true. There's some white women that don't like two-spirit women. There's some Spanish people that it's not a certain ethnicity. It's just some. And I hate when you always throw the black woman on the bus first instead of saying some women. Just say some women. Stop giving it an ethnicity, because they're all across the board, all races. Because the ones that get in Brazil get murdered over there. They're not black women. They get murdered. They're not black women that's getting them out. They're different. So say some women. Don't say black women. I get tired of the always putting on the black one. Not. I just. I just don't like when my personal opinion. I just don't like when you throw it on a black woman. I just don't like it, because a lot of black women are not like that, and some black women don't get on with black women. So it is what it is. Do you know how many single mothers come to me and want to be written hard and put away when I can't, because after sex they real problem steps up and we're going on? Do you know how many single mothers come up to me and want to be written hard and put away? I don't understand what that means, George. You be written hard and put away wet, but I can't because any of the sex with them real problem steps up hasn't been going away. I don't know what that means. They want us to be quiet and not speak out about what happens to our trans women. Yeah, it's a lot that happens and stuff, but I did a thing. Do y'all know how many women been killed so far this year? Y'all know how many black women been killed so far this year? Y'all don't hear nothing about it. Y'all don't hear nothing. At least I can say one thing about the two-spirit women being murdered. We make an outcry, but there are a lot of black women. There's women that's been murdered, but a lot of black women that's murdered. Y'all hear nothing about it. Y'all don't. And the only reason why I don't report it, because I don't even want to report the two-spirit women. And I don't want to add on more bodies. Like, I'm tired of doing this. It's mentally exhausting. This is supposed to be Letty Babe and Leah Bass channel. Letty Babe and Leah Bass supposed to be doing the deaths, not Raven. There's new players on the field. Raven's canceled. I know it's coming off subject, but Raven, please do feel offended and do not feel comfortable. You don't have to answer. They want us to be quiet and not speak about our happiness options. It's coming complete subject, but Raven, please don't get offended. If you don't feel comfortable, you don't have to answer. Okay, Yumi, Bella said she would wear them. You know what, Leah? You stop passing the buck. You have to do the work yourself. Where Leah bad at? She done ran away. Y'all supposed to be doing these deaths. This stuff makes I'm dying. Look at this wig. This wig reminds me of ketchup that's supposed to be in my French fries. Do y'all know ever since I've been buying French fries, somebody done started buying the French fries from my neighborhood? Now who buys French fries? See, this is why I don't like wigs. Look at this. This a wig. This is the thing that gets me with wigs. It feels like paper. But I almost weave my hair though. I was like, I'm so tired of this wig. Yes, Lady Bakers, I'm hungry. I already ate this morning, but I'm ready to eat again. I got my Ronald McDonald hair on, and I got my nuggets. Hello, boys and girls. Got my Ronald McDonald wig on. Next time I should wear yellow so I could be like the clown. Yeah, they don't much about black women. You less. That's true, Yumi. How are you, Yumi? I don't know if I spoke to you or not, but how are you, love? But I believe that black trans women be killed more, although if this is women. Yeah, that's true, Yumi. I just don't want to do the deaths no more. I just don't like and every time I tell y'all I don't want to do the deaths, when I sign off and I come back, I'm doing the death. And it never feels. I'm like, whenever I tell y'all I'm glad we're not doing deaths, as soon as I tell you that, I end up coming back on here. Sometimes I feel like I shouldn't even say nothing. The question that I don't want you to get offended, I ask, did something happen to your chest? Oh, no, I did that, you mean. I was going through I was going from I was I was depressed. This is how depression works. Remember I tell y'all I need y'all more than you need me. I was going through depression. So what I did was, let me see. I saw a bump like this bump right here. See this? So I saw a bump on my chest and I wanted it removed. So what I did was I took a pin and I stuck it in my chest and I started twisting it because I wanted to pop it off. So I stuck a pin in my chest and I turned it around to take it off. I did that. That's to let you know how stressed out I was. I didn't even think about it. I did that. I took a pin, I stuck it into my chest, and I twisted it because I wanted the bump taken off. And I figured once I took it off, it would return like this. Now ask me why I did it. Anyway, ask me why I did it. I told y'all yes, I did that. I did that though. I did it. And the thing about it, y'all, to be honest with you, I don't care. My face is messed up. My forehead is burnt up. You know, I told y'all this part of my face. My face is light here, but it's dark. I told you my mother burnt my face up. She burnt my face up. I got a slice of my face from my father. He sliced my face up. Like I'm all scarred up anyway. So when they throw me in the ground, they're gonna put on my coffin. Oh well. Yeah, I did that. But, excuse me. Yeah. I got a scar on my back from suicide attempt. When I tried to kill myself, I got a slice in my back from that. I got stressed. I told y'all I had a stroke. I had a slight stroke. That's why I had the medicine I'm on now. because I had a stroke. I told you it was too much. See, this is the thing. When I was doing the stories, it was killing me, literally. And when I went to the doctor to get hormones, they was like, no, you got to get some. I told you about the medicine I'm supposed to be taking because my blood pressure is up too high. They said that I'm going to die. I told you that before. That's the reason why I was telling you I should be telling y'all goodbye instead of telling y'all stories because I'm about to die soon. And I kept saying this to y'all because of the blood pressure and the doctors. I've had 6 doctors to tell me that I'm in a lot of trouble. And I told you that before because I've been stressed out. I had a stroke. I had a mild stroke, and the doctors are worried that I'm going to have another one. And I also didn't know that you could die from a severe stroke. I think they call it severe stroke anyway. So the doctors was like really worried about me because they was scared that I was going to die. It was like, you are really bad. So yeah, so it is what it is. But that's, and you would think that I would have known what I was doing. This to let you know how stress could take you. That's when, remember I used to make the videos. I used to tell y'all, I need y'all more than y'all need me. Remember I used to tell you that? Oh, y'all don't remember. I used to say, I need y'all more than y'all need me. I need y'all more than y'all need me. Because I was getting attacked on so many levels that I couldn't deal with it. Could you tell you where about? I have the stroke face 3000. Raven, please don't kill my friend. Raven, please kill my friend. I never saw in person you. I have the stroke face 3000. The face goes, it drops. When I was at work, people like, what's the matter? It just drops. I mean, I told y'all because only reason why I told y'all because I didn't want y'all to hear that I died and y'all didn't know. I know it's not funny. I got nervous energy, but I didn't want to tell y'all. So when I die, I don't want y'all to be like, well, what's wrong with Raven? Because I died on you. It's not funny. Y'all gotta forgive me, but I got nervous energy once episode. But I told you I wanted to tell you, so when I croak on you, I don't want y'all to be like, well, damn, she could at least say goodbye. I'm about to take me a nap before I go to work. Okay, sweetie, have a good day at work. Lyle, you're going to stop stressing and no more attacks against. That's easy to say, you, me, but the thing about it is, I would love to be that person, but you know how I am, you, me. I ain't got to tell you, you know how I am. I could sing you a song, you'd be like, Raven, stop. Okay, thank you. I want to watch out for it. Yeah, it 3000. I it's I didn't even know I had it. I knew I had a 3000, but I noticed something was wrong. Cause one time I was doing a video and I was like, I was actually going on one of the videos I was doing for y'all when I was standing up there, and I noticed something was happening. Like I would I have to listen to myself talk, and I would have to go slower because I was struggling to talk to y'all, and it became to a point where I knew something was wrong. That's why I went to the doctor, and and then I found out, they became very worried, and then the other lady, they just became very worried. They got to the point they wasn't gonna let me leave, and it was, honey, y'all can't keep me. I will act. I'm like a bad kid, honey, at the daycare center. You ain't licking me leave. Stay. Don't stress my thing. I'm trying not to. Y'all know how I am. Y'all know how I could tell y'all I'm not gonna stress, but y'all know how I am. Y'all see, y'all are y'all can document me better than me. But you know, I think a lot of people in generations need more counts. That's the thing about it, Lighthouse, and that's probably true. But due to the fact I don't trust people, I don't trust. That's the thing with me. Like, I don't trust people no more. Like, if your own parents don't even like you because of what you are, it's like just goes down here for this. And I got a dead baby. Like, my best friend killed my kid. It's just a lot. Then the men are dogging me, and it's like it's just too much. Then I have to watch people push babies in my face, and then I have to look at dead babies crying. I mean, it goes to a lot of mental abuse. So then it's a lot, and then I'm doing the stories on girls being murdered. I'm a fun person. I'm going to do silly stuff, and I'm doing stuff about deaths. And I'm trying to separate the energy, and I'm telling a story, and I'm living a story at the same time. It's just too much. So that's why if y'all notice I disappear because I have to build up my mental because I be like really going crazy. You never saw me in person, but believe me, believe this real friendship. Stop laughing. Okay, Yumi. So you can't say stop laughing. You made me laugh about the comments made earlier. At least your face. No, because I'm talking to y'all, but it'll fall. It's not funny. If you go look up a stroke face on Google, y'all gonna see my face go. Time for some right news. Agreed. Um News, yeah. Right. And they're ugly, even though your mom did. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, silicone poison is a wave. Silicone poison. Let me tell y'all something about that too. When you get your body done, because y'all know I got some stuff that. Let me tell y'all something about that. Do not get your body done. And I know some people are not gonna listen to this, but do not, because what happens when you get older, your body starts to fall, and that silicone that's sitting on that meat is gonna fall against that bone. If you watch a person gets old, excuse me, their body starts cleaning itself, and that where that silicone is put out on the meat becomes fleshy, and that silicone falls on that bone. And once it falls on that bone, baby, you in a lot of trouble. If you take a break from YouTube. No, I don't. I really don't be on here that much. T. I mean, I come on, but I don't stay on it. Hey, very another very. It's girls need a bitch like me. You me. That's why Black City to all her out. She was so good. And with all that. Keep in touch. Okay, very. You too, love. Here's my Instagram. You can always show my Instagram. I talk to people behind the scenes on my Instagram. I really don't come on YouTube all the time, but I'm more active on Instagram. So you can always catch me on Instagram. Just go into my DMs though. Don't be go into my DMs because I talk to people in my DMs and stuff a lot. Just let me know it's you because I remember Raven gets everybody watching this video that's not in this live. So keep that in mind. Where's Leah bad at? The problem I have with the world of wonder is that doing the medicine in New York, her friend Madison knew Hattie Daniels in New York City traffic. Black Jezebel. That's how they portray them. Oh yeah. Well, everybody compares everybody, George. You know how it is. We compare. It is what it is. That's what we do for some reason. You know how it is. Unfortunately, we compare. That's what we do. Letty Babe, I like that pink hair you had on. Is she still here? That pink hair. So y'all know what that means. It is now officially 3 hours I've been on here. I've been on here for 3 hours. So I'm going to roll my hair up. I'm going to go in the kitchen and I'm going to get some fabric softener and I'm going to roll it up. I'm going to roll up this side because when I rolled it up before, I didn't think it was going to take, but it took, and I'm shocked. So now that I know it's going to take, I can roll the whole thing up and make it pretty. So this way I don't have to deal with it. You funny 3000. Do you have any complications with this? Not yet, Lighthouse. But the thing about it is, I'm not off the clock. I'm not gonna front because a lot of girls ain't gonna tell you I'm not off the clock. I'm not off the clock. Now, you know, let let my mistake be your lesson, honey. Cause honey, it's nothing like your health. It's nothing like your health. Cause when your health is in vain, that's when people don't come around, girl. Or you know, people get really fierce when you're sick. I mean, thank God I haven't been really sick at all, but you never know. You never know. Thank you, me. Yeah, I was trying to do something different. I'm still trying to wear these wigs, but I almost weaved it, you me. I almost did it. I always scared of putting anything in surgery into my body. You know what the thing, you me? I had no idea. When I was doing it, I didn't know. Like I didn't know. Like I didn't think about it. Once I got online and stuff and started doing stories, and when you get to digging, that's when you find out a whole lot of stuff. And oof, I found out a whole lot of stuff, and then some stuff you wish you could just undo, but once you learn it, okay. But as long as y'all make sure y'all go on my inbox because um I talked to a lot of girls online and stuff, and I don't. Yeah, Gemini. Laverne's June the 9th or the 6th. I'm June the 3rd. But yeah, I took these lashes. I didn't even glue them on. I just put them on with glue. I didn't even, and this is the thing about it. You know how you use the eyelash? I use baby oil. And watch this. It stick on. I mean, it actually stick. It stick on like tape, which is so weird. Like it becomes like tape. You know how tape sticks on your face? So once you use the baby oil, you could use it like put it back on like I didn't put no glue on it today. And I could actually put it back on my face like tape. Look at that. It's like tape. So I don't have to buy any lashes. We already know. But and I'm gagging because look, I pat my eyes. See? Anyway, I always rejected, opposed by. Yeah, but you know what you mean? I'm trial and error. I'm always finding out stuff after the fact. Child, I thought I was be dating gay men. Child. Not the fact me and straight men don't mesh. I don't know about y'all, but we don't get along. We don't get along at all. We never have, and we never will. And I ain't trying to. Hey, Chris Dancy, how are you, sweetie? Um, I agree. You said you didn't care if women make fun of you, but there are situations it just goes beyond as usually. No, I didn't say that. I didn't say make fun of us. That's not what I'm saying, George. I never said make fun of me. I said that we have to say some women. I'm not saying. See, the thing about it is generalization. We say black women, and see, we have to be careful of the. We have to be careful of the words that we use because it's like saying we're all trans women trick men. So when you say that, that means we all gonna get a little offended because it's a no that we don't. You know what I'm saying, George? So I'm saying just don't say all. Say with some women, because we have to understand there are white women, there are Spanish women, there are Indian women, there are so many different forms of women that's out here that do things. We have to be mindful of what we say. That's all I'm saying. Because we have to be careful what we share with other people. Because we keep saying all, and you know what I'm saying? Y'all understand? Please, if you need to talk, inbox me. I always offer people this. I can't. Okay, on the house. At least you face forward. Ain't too bad. Nothing easy. Notice you ain't that bad. You ain't ugly. Thank you, Yumi. Okay, beautiful family. I love you guys. I'm leaving. Y'all trying to keep me on here. It's so funny. Y'all are hilarious. I've been up for 3 hours. Y'all want me. Anyway, love you. Y'all know I'm going to give me something to eat. I'm starving. I'm going to take this wig off and I'm going to roll her up. And I'm going to put on my other wig. But I'm just impressed that the curls actually took. Yes, Chris, we've been on here for 3 hours. Love you guys. Have a blessed day. Share the video. Hit the thumbs up. There's my PayPal on top in case somebody feels like they want to give me a little $2 or $3. So I'm gonna get this girl $3. Yes. When I was straight, I used to think I would just avoid men rapping to me, but saying I got a man already, even though I was exactly you me. I get it. Cause you don't want the BS that comes along with it. I get it. I get it. I respect every girl's journey. You know, we're human. Anyway, love you guys. Have a blessed day. I'm gonna get me something to eat. Hit me up on Facebook Live. All right, sweetie. Have a blessed day, y'all. Y'all have a good day.